it's your man Positively Glad, bringing you live coverage for the first time ever of PRF1 Division 2, and we of course are doing this stream and immediately congratulating the champion. His name is Dark Marky, of course, has had an absolutely unbelievable season and has been crowned the PRF1 Division 2 Drivers Champion with 6 rounds to go, 9 victories, in fact 9 victories this season already for Mark in the opening 16 rounds of the championship. It has been an incredibly dominant season, but just because the championship is wrapped up does not mean there is nothing left to play for. Of course, we still have a very, very, very tight Constructors Championship with the AlphaTauris of Clem and Demon, both here tonight, and only one Ferrari, which is of course Dark Mark. I've raced and commentated with a number of these guys, a lot of new guys I'll be watching tonight, so it'll be pretty cool to see where everybody fits in. Alright then, here we go then. So let's go and get the stream loaded up, guys. Hope you're having a lovely evening, of course. And we have the Russian Grand Prix. I'm going to be a good boy today. The last time I did anything to do with Russia, I got in a lot of trouble. So expect a bit more of a toned down stream for me here tonight, but only as toned down as I can physically make it. We have 4 views, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in immediately there. And let's us get going with what should hopefully be an absolute barnstormer. To be fair, Slim Haribo is currently working out whether he's buying Tang-tastics or the Dolly mixture at the moment. He's currently kind of not doing much. He's still on the spinny disc. I think he thinks he's actually about to... I think he thinks the thing next to his name is an egg. Or one of them rings. You know, the kind of sweet rings. So there, guys, it is a question while we get the stream started nice and early as we're waiting for everyone to come in. I'll wait for him to bleed and red. Well, get his title selected. And that's Cash Out says, naughty, you know it, bro. What is everybody's favourite sweet? That's a very, very good question. What is everybody's favourite sweet? Me personally, I'm a sucker for, ironically, the Haribo Tang-tastic. That's why I brought it up, man. Crave them like an absolute bitch. But quite frankly, we're still waiting for Slim Haribo. I don't know if he needs to leave the lobby and rejoin really quickly. Hopefully we can get this thing going soon enough. We've got 17 drivers, guys. We've got Clem, Danny, Frozen White, Frozen White, yeah, it is. Dan Pennells, hey, Danny Pennells, one of the old RF1 originals. And Tempest from Division 3's in this, nice. Gazelle Roadkill, Josh Russell, Rapid Pajala, Demon, Will RDC, Slim Haribo, we've already touched upon. We've got Redenzo, Master Revan, LT, HB Ghost, and of course you're going to cut across me. Mawam. Do you know what? I used to really like, I didn't try him until I was an adult, but then after that I just kind of fell in love with him. It's like a man has never known love until he eats a Mawam, quite frankly. Here we go then, guys. So we do have 17 people. Oh, there is 18, is there? Oh, we've got 18. Oh, cool. Nice one. So we've got Danny, Tempest, Will RDC, Jimmy Jabs, and Gazelle Roadkill, the McLarens. We've got Dark Mark, the reigning champion, the champion-elect, so to speak. Hashtag Union says bitch. We've got Clem, we've got ESGR Wraith, Dan Pennell, as I mentioned, one of the originals, of course. And we've got PRF1 Demon, Slim Haribo, Frozen White, Redenzo, Master Revan, Josh Russell, Rapid Pajala, LTHB Ghost, and I Hambo. What a lineup we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go and get everything sorted, loaded. There is going to be a queue, and I think Danny Pell says of a qualifying ban. I'm not sure. I can't honestly say. I know Clem did mention something about it, but obviously I'm not an admin. I'm just simply here to bring you the full coverage of tonight's Grand Prix. We've got a Mercedes come out on track. I believe that is Will, isn't it? No, it's not. I'm lying to you. It's Slim Haribo, the man who we already have said thought his spinny disc was a Haribo blue packet egg. Star mix, that's the fucker. Here we go then. Let's go and see if he drives better than the Haribo man, or Haribo boy. Here we go. So, Slim Haribo gets us started. We've got another new follow, that is Rapid Pajala. All the rest of the comments, we have a dry quality. Oh, thank you very much, bro. Hey, Norris, Clem, of course, a couple of people that hate me for it, but I don't give a fuck. Here we go, Slim Haribo. Pajala, thank you very much for the follow, and thank you very much for the kind words, buddy. Hope you have a lovely race today, mate. I remember Pajala racing you in Division 1. You were gradually getting quicker and quicker, but this is definitely a better fit. Division 1 in PRF1 has gone stupidly fast. Oh, goodness me, I think Haribo has another car right behind him. The Williams of Tempest, who I actually watched race a couple of, well, last week actually, didn't I, in the PRF1 Division 1 race. Don't think I'll be doing any more of them for some time. Right, it's Slim Haribo. Take it to the track. I haven't actually got to hand the driver's championship, guys, so forgive me. I thought I'd write it down and I kind of got distracted with other shit. So I started writing the name. I got dark markers with a C next to his name, and then nothing else basically. So here we go then, Slim Haribo. Starting us off at Russia. A really, really fun track this, guys, but can cause a lot of incidents and even more penalties. Of course, these guys run strict corner cutting, which is going to, in the end, make it a penalty fuckfest. Not just because the guys can't take corners, because you can. I mean, everyone's on this game because they can drive it, you know what I mean? And especially in this league, PRF1 doesn't employ scrubs. So, you know, it's one of them things that it's going to be one of, you know, it happens. Russia has so much bullshit and like, tracking violations. Start mark. See, it's all you need to know. That's literally all I wrote down. I'll take a picture mark and send you the piece of paper later. However, starts to stop. Let's go on to the TV pod cameras. We see the most pointless turn in the F1 calendar. Ooh, Haribo came very close to locking his wing there. I'm going to just double check. Oh, no, he's fine. Very, very close to the wall. Will DC. Yeah, well, I'm back without raging and chucking things around the room today after my Canadian performance. I actually broke my racing pad like that, by the way, but we'll leave that though. And Slim Haribo coming around the long wind at turn 3 into 4. This is just cut the apex power down right about now. Yeah, good lap this by Slim Haribo to start with. Traverse sector 1 very, very nicely. I believe he's got Williams of Tempest right behind him. Ooh, now that has caused violations before. He took the ultimate limit on the inside there. Let's see what Haribo can do coming through the next corner. This is turn 5. Turn 6, sorry, as we go through 7 and 8. So very shortly left hander at 7. Took that very nicely. Oh, just caught a little bit of tail snap there. Managing just to hold the car. It's going to be a long night, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 14 views, guys, or 12 it says on there. I'll take 14, that sounds much better. Apparently, Will, ragequit.com. Don't put links on my channel, Will, you naughty boy. I'm going to spam and fucking make my bad heart attack. Very, very good lap here by Slim Haribo. Oh, just ran a little bit there. Wide there at the end of the DRS straight. Very, very easy to do, obviously, with a very, very harsh breaker. So I think Danny P did have a qualifying ban. That confirms that then. I know that Danny has had much luck around here in the past in the RF1 format. I think it was a race winner around here actually back in the day, in season 1 in RF1. As Slim Haribo comes across, so I'm going to be looking at around about 1 minute 32 here, I think. And it's just outside 1 minute 33. One go on board with Tempest, who seems to be having a much better run here. Tempest goes through 1 minute 32.7, 3 tenths quicker than Slim Haribo. Red Bull coming round now of Hambo, of course. The other Red Bull of Dampenels has retired due to qualifying ban. Just had it confirmed to me. Hambo 1 minute 31.9. Very nice stop. Haskar of Wraith. What's he going to put in here? 1 minute 32.6. Demon with an invalidation, proving my point that invalidations are very, very difficult. It's actually a real website. Oh, you're actually teammate. Oh, you're brothers. Oh, well, that's really sweet. Oh, fucking hell, well, I didn't know. I'm going to have to pause it now because it's stuck on the screen saying that Tempest is fastest up. Wraith goes second, 1 minute 32.6, just breezes ahead of Tempest. We've got another car coming around now. That's the McLaren. I think the McLaren is actually on an outlap. That's roadkill. I've raced him before as well in VRF1 Div 2. It seems to fun for him. Oh, Frozen White, dropping the back end a little bit there. So, Slim Haribo, basically, who I've spent the entire time taking the piss out of his name for, being a lover of Tanktastic, is actually your brother. Lovely. Ooh, Frozen White, just a shade under a tenth slower than Hambo, setting the early pace. I believe Josh Russell has invalidated the Alfa Romeo of Pajala is on an outlap. Anybody else on quick laps? So I'm going to go on board with Gazelle. I think Gazelle is next, is he? No, he's not. Clem is. Clem, oh, right in that curve there. Clem, of course, fighting for second position in the championship along with Danny. And along with his teammate Demon, also AlphaTauri looking to kind of close up on the 45-point gap to the Ferrari. Joe, guys, for somebody who hasn't actually done any research on your tables, having them sent to me today, I think I remember quite a bit, to be fair. Clem, she has been purple for 6 minutes, not. Oh, there's a Red Bull off there. I think that is Hambo out of the way. Good to know that you guys are brothers. Well, that's pretty cool, man. So the Mercedes of Will RDC has just gone out on track now. The man who's in the comments right now. Hopefully he's not in the comments during the lap because it will be quite awkward. Demon comes across the line, puts it in fastest with a 1 minute 31.7. Will Clem be able to match it? Surely fast track himself to the division next season along with Dartmark. And he just can't do it. 1,000th of a second. I'm going to just let Woodsy put that in the chat and not respond because I'm a good boy. Alexi. Did that one though. Josh Russell has always been it. Oh dearie me. Oh my god. Oh dear, wrecked. Oh, how on earth has he done it there? Oh god. Oh, dearie me, where's Beer and Kebab when you need him, guys? I need the ambulance car, fuck me. Jesus. Pajala, final corner. What's Pajala going to be able to do? He's going to go across the wall at 33. He needs to... His own well, basically, everyone just needs to settle up pretty much now. I'm going to go on board then with... it's Ghost, isn't it, I think? Hasn't done a lap. Frozen White just puts himself into third, that with a 1 minute 31.899. Good stuff there. We're just going to pause it really quickly to make sure. Yep, that's gone there. Demon, the AlphaTauris. Clem and Demon Soul. Oh, validation there by the Ghost. Here comes Redenzo. Let's go back to Redenzo. I think it's Redenzo and Will, isn't it? Yeah, Redenzo first. Very interesting session so far. Oh, the Williams just went rather wide there. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I know my waistline's been getting wider, but that's seriously some serious excursion there. I mean, goodness me, a lot of them. No, I'm not saying it. I keep wanting to just be annoying. But I do that anyway, just by speaking. Right, here we go. So we've got Redenzo coming around to complete his lap. He's currently coming through sector 2. Right, a very underrated corner, this, because you can validate on so many different levels. On the inside, outside, and also getting the power down. If you kind of ride the curb for too long, you do get the power down there. Construction handicaps tonight. 1 for versus 2. Baby Rebel. Oh, shots being fired. Baby Rebel, you know AlphaTauri doesn't like that noise. Redenzo, great little middle sector there. Looks like a very, very sound lap. As I believe that is the Alfa Romeo just in front, getting out of the way. That is Pajalo, who's done a 1 minute 33.6, the only Alfa Romeo representative. There was 1 Alfa and 1 Ferrari. Everyone else has been represented by 2 cars, of course. Dan Pinellas as a qualified man, and Josh Russell has just basically lost a leg. So if we can have a word, I'll have a word with my cousin who also has 1 leg. Redenzo, 1 minute 31.9. See if we can let him borrow his other one, mate, to be fair. Danny in the race. Well, that was a hiccup. Josh Russell's teammate in the racing point, Danny, is going on a lap here. Clem says, "Dark Mark, that's rude. Points deduction to follow." Wow, that sounds like absolute scenes. 1 minute 52.1. Will and RDC becoming the best brother at the moment, beating Haribo by a shade under half a tenth. As we have Danny now coming through sector 1. Danny, of course, a very, very improved driver. I remember him back in the day when he started. Danny used to bring up the rear of Division 2. Now he can pretty much hang with a lot of the guys in Division 1. A few of these guys can really hang with the guys up top, especially in race trim. I know that Mark can. Demon's retired, he knows he's done enough. And of course the likes of Clem can definitely hang with him. Mark Lee, Demon, Danny. And I've not seen anything for Frozen White, Redenzo and Hambo, all looking very good. Gazelle Roker looking very impressive too. A lot of these guys have dramatically improved now. Danny is currently 1/10 of a second up on Redenzo in the middle sector, so this should be interesting. That should actually see him. Get the PRF1 clan tag 1, 2, 3. As these guys all aim to get out of Q1. We've got another guy on a lap, LTHB Ghost. Has not actually set a designated lap time yet. As Danny comes across the line to get himself in with a 1 minute 31.8 and puts himself P3. We get a PRF1 tag 1, 2, 3. Tempest then is on a lap as well. Tempest actually slightly quicker. I think this may very well be a bit of an improvement. We'll just see shots fired. Here we go. The shots are galore. And Tempest moves up into the 31 club. That is a 1 minute 31.9. Gazelle Roadkill has retired in the pits. He believes he's done enough. Jimmy Jabs on an outlap. We're going to go and... Because out of all these usernames, I say Jimmy Jabs and Slim Haribo are probably my favourite usernames, quite frankly. Just look at all the other ones. Frozen White is pretty cool. Redenzo is like a pretty decent name. I like that one. In fact, I like all these gamer tags. ESGR Wraith. That's a name. I'm just blatantly picking shots at everyone here. It's just purple middle sector, but Ghost is actually half a second, 6/10 of a second off Danny. If he kind of keeps that sort of pace up, he'll be looking around about going the mid 1 minute 32. So Ghost will definitely get himself a good time here. Never know, he may be there. Evening, Mark. How's it going, buddy? Of course, guys, as I said last night in that stream as well, for SF1, Mark Anthony, top DJ. Very, very good at his craft, and also an avid racing fan. So, Mark, thank you very much. Welcome back to the stream. And a 32.2, pretty much exactly where I said Ghost. In fact, he improved a bit in the last sector. Put a bit of time in there. 1 minute 32.208. We're going to go and have a look who's the first round out of Revenant. It's Jimmy Jabs. My personal favourite username in the lobby, guys. I must be said. So Jimmy Jabs coming down the main straight. We've got a car. I thought there was a car coming out of the pits then, just for the sound of it. I guess it was just kind of the echo from the left to right here, of course, as Jimmy comes across around the first corner. Well, the second corner, basically. And in fact, this is actually turn 4, isn't it, technically? Stupid corners in Russia, honest to God. Stalin, straight in Putin pit lane, ladies and gentlemen, making their comeback here. Of course, if you've seen the Sunday Drive video with the hashtag of the YouTube, you know it, that mark can't be better than AT. Oh, we got some serious shots going, guys, in the chat. We have got, I'm actually have some cola, so I can pick myself up a little bit here with a, not that I fucking need it, but interesting how Mark hasn't gone out yet. I guess he's just kind of going for the one lap at the end of the session. Got to see what he can do. So Jimmy Jams, middle sector is actually a 10th off Danny, 2 tenths off Danny. Battle for P2 is where it's at. I tell you what, Dean, that pretty much is, well, to be fair, the battle for P1's over, so it's kind of one of them things. Of course, the three-way battle between Demon, Danny, and Clem at the moment. Clem quickly holds the ascendancy. Just call it gay, standard. Wow. Oh. .com. Right, we got Jimmy Jams into P2. Hambo goes fastest, by the way. I'm not getting any live times up on the screen. Hambo, then 1:31.5, definitely through. And Jimmy Jams also comfortably through. So we've got Dark Mark, we've got Revan, who is invalidated here. I think Pajala's just waiting till the end of the session to go and set his timer, guys. 8 views, thank you very much for watching. Did get as high as 10, actually, which is buzzing. Anybody that hasn't followed, guys, be sure to do so. I'm going to be streaming many more races. Not driving anymore. Kind of lost the passion for driving on the game, but I'd love to just kind of go into it. I'm now full-time spectator and commentator, so it's just good to actually get myself out there. Clem's retired, we knew that was going to happen. He's comfortably through. Good to see that other names are getting themselves involved in the top black battle here. I believe that is Haskar of Revan. May very well be going again, so we're going to watch the champion-elect Dark Mark do his first lap as reigning champion. Of course, he was, well, he didn't win the Sunday Drive, did he? Of course, he would have had that, he had that amazing battle with Massimo, of course, went over to SF1 Division 1 to pursue a long-term goal of his, having a pretty good season as it stands as well. But we move on now. Dark Mark, and then coming down the race, Danny retires in the session. PRF1 boys, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Well, they're all PRF1 boys, aren't they? But, you know, the ones with PRF1 in their fucking names. They all retire. I'm dreading this Sunday. I'm not dreading this Sunday. I can't believe to wait for this Sunday. It depends, obviously, when my arm will heal. That'll be when the Sunday Drive videos go up on the YouTube, bro, by the way. Oh, Mark nearly invalidated there. Very close. Managed just to hold it over the curb. Any wider, he would have invalidated. That's purple face for Dark Mark. Will he be able to get Hambo here? Will he be able to beat him? Let's watch him go through very tricky, tight, twisty corners of Sector 2. A lot of time is made up and lost here, depending on how brave you are on that mark. Going very wide again. There is a Haas going very slow. I think Revan is actually invalidated. No, he's not. Oh yeah, he's only on 55 seconds at this stage of the lap. Of course he is, because he's behind Mark. What a tit. It's Wraith who's going slow, guys, sorry. John Miguel. I'm pretty good, John. Pretty good, mate. Just stepping aside from VR4, mate, give me a lot of stress. I don't like. Oh, Mark sliding sideways. Didn't like it over there. It's toxic. So stepped away. I'm looking to become more of a commentator, mate. To be fair, rather than deal with any admin stuff. It stops the top by a long way, 900ths of a second. Well done, Mark there, reigning champ. Of course, Revan goes into 15th place, putting Pajala now down to 16th. Haas and Alfa Romeo having a monumental battle. If you watch any of my career modes, that's pretty much exactly where they are, fighting at the back towards the bottom of the grid. Good lap there by Wraith there, nearly getting himself into the top 10. Of course, Josh Russell, we don't know where he would have got to in the end, but, well, we do know he's got to a fucking Russian hospital. Yeah, cheers, John, man. And by the way, you keep up yourself, bro, with the RF1, man. Smash it out every race, man. But yeah, cheers. Hopefully you stay tuned just to watch the show, see what these PRF1 lads can do. I've now streamed 3 different leagues in pretty much 3 different days. Bloody crazy. So, Pajala on his outlap. I'm going to stay tuned with Pajala, actually. Where's Haribo? Is he on a lap? It is, but look at his DRS, guys. Looking almost flatlined here. Haribo, we're going to watch on board because I want to see from Haribo briefly where he fits in. Haribo could be on the cusp here. Remember, guys, for those of you who are new to the racing of Formula 1, the series of Formula 1 racing, 3 different qualifying sessions, and he's 2 tenths down at the moment. Haribo is not enjoying this. Revan is going slow. I think Revan is done, I believe. Yeah, he is. Revan's done. Revan's out, so it's between Pajala and... pardon me, sorry, Revan. Yeah, Slim Haribo, he may as well complete the lap, is he? He's down, he was down. He had a bit of luck in Sector 3 earlier in the session. And he does again, a little improvement there actually. Moves himself above LTB. I'll just call him Ghost. Moves himself above Ghost, gets himself up into P14. Ghost is actually safe though, at the moment. Not seen any dodgy driving as of yet, guys. Doing pretty decently here for everybody. Good stuff on this Friday evening. Hope you're all having a lovely evening. What are your plans for the weekend, guys? Mine are only one. That's a COVID jab. That's if that counts as a plan. Pajala needs a 1.1 second improvement to get himself out of Q1. Van Penels and Josh Russell already eliminated the course. Pajala, we're going to go bored with him for this. Let's have a look at some of the angles of his car. The corner angles, I meant to say. Pajala, 900s. Needs another second. 14 views, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if anybody has not followed, be sure to do so. If anybody has Twitch Prime, of course you haven't used it on anybody else, I'll be extremely grateful if you would use it on me. But if you don't worry about it. Enjoy the show, guys, and have yourselves a lovely one. Here we go then. So we've got Pajala. And second 2. Is that invalidation? It looks like it. It's not. He survived the invalidation. Somehow, I guess he's kind of just gone too wide. The Haribo and Will are both through at the 12th and 13th brothers in the Mercedes. In fact, Revan's put... Sorry, not Revan. Pajala's put 4 tenths on his time here now. He needs to have the perfect run here, Pajala. It's the apex of the final complex of Sector 3. 2 corners to go now. Can Pajala do the business? Oh no, 27. He's gone wide. No invalidation. Me2. He's not done it. He's missed out by a 10th. Unlucky, bro. So there you have it, guys. Rapid Pajala missed out by just 1/10 of a second. So unfortunate. Dan Penels and Josh Russell, the 3 casualties. Well, especially Josh. I mean, the casualty isn't the word for it. I mean, his leg's still kind of sticking through the floor, basically somewhere in Siberia over there. Right, we've got Dark Mark then, top of the charts with Hambo, 2 jabs, Demon, Clement, Danny, Bros and Whites. Oh, and we've just been interrupted again. PRF1. Timing sheet seemed to do that to me a lot recently, so Pajala, so unfortunate. Ow. And interesting enough, guys, if you look at it, from Q2, the top 10 go through. There are 7 tenths. 1 second between the top 15, 7 tenths between 1st and 14th. Anything can happen. Of course, yeah, big shout out will do. What's his Dark Mark have a football charity football match, sorry. And the PRF1 boys have kindly donated and, well, donated to the cause. So fair play, guys. Congratulations there. Big shout out from the Posman too. Anything that's a good cause gets a plus point from me. Ow. Hey, move. Yeah, I know, you're not having my chippy. Alright, I'm having that after. 15 drivers, ladies and gentlemen, 10 go through. We've already established it is very, very close. Pajala, of course, came in earlier and very kindly said it's going to be a dry race. So will people be starting mediums going to softs? Softs to mediums. Probably won't see a hard tyre on this track. It's very slow. I mean, it can go for about 748 laps, but Gazelle Roadkill, the first guy out on track, unless Williams jumps in. And it doesn't. Brilliant. Gazelle. And the Haas car. Both Haas made it through, by the way, to Q2. You see one in Q3. Time will tell. As Gazelle Roadkill leads us away. His internet seems to be much better than what it used to be as well. Good to see. The Haas driver there just behind of Wraith. And then the AlphaTauri just behind him of, I believe it is Clem, isn't it? It is, the Demon just behind. The Red Bull then of Hambo, the only Red Bull, of course, to make it through due to Dan Penels not setting a lap time in qualifying. And I've never actually seen a real F1 driver get a quali ban, just want to throw that out there. I don't know where it kind of came from. to start implementing it. I'm not obviously going to question it. I'm just a curiosity. Has anybody ever had a qualifying ban in real F1? Last one for the guys in the chat. I generally don't think they have. I've seen people get excluded from the results multiple times, obviously, because people drive like fannies, but I've never seen an actual qualifying ban in F1. It's just curious how people punish people like that. I mean, I do it myself, so, you know, we do it in TSD as well, did it over in PRF1. You know, it's just one of them things. And it just kind of, it's almost like a cop-out punishment, isn't it? When you think about it laterally, but it is what it is, guys. It's got to be a middleman. You can't give someone a flat-out race ban for leaving a lobby. It's just incredibly harsh. Now Gazelle Rocal actually invalidated his medium run out lap, so will he be able to kind of get the job done on his main lap, or will he get this next lap invalidated at the final corner? We'll find it out. Very nicely taken. No, we won't. Gazelle Rocal with a clean bill of health going into the flying lap, and then of course you got Wraith just behind, and Clem and Danny and Hambo, all the guys going to be setting lap times in quick fire unison here. Gazelle Rocal coming down towards turn 2, really through 3 as well. Nice little cheeky little complex sat there. That's around the long corner of 4. But this Gazelle Rocal, I mean, I tried naming names of the corners like, you know, Starling Straight and Putin Pit Lane. But, you know, I don't really want to get in trouble for using Russian slurs. I mean, they are a kind of crazy bunch over there, aren't they? I know exactly what you lost. I'm saying. No, it's not a slight at people giving it, because it is, of course, a well-deserved punishment, but it's just curious as to how the concept of it kind of came about. You know what I mean? I'm always thinking about this sort of stuff anyway. But no, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's an inventive way to do it. I mean, like I said, you don't have to go banning people from races and you just stop them qualifying. But it's just simply a question: has anybody in real F1 ever had a qualifying ban? I don't think they have, but then been allowed to race. That's a damn good question. I think I'm going to keep going for that. So we know that Gazelle is going to be... Pardon me, guys. Sorry, just getting over the curry sauce with the chippy thing. You'll probably hear a lot of burps in this stream. Apologies for the wind. But we've got Gazelle coming around the second to last corner now. Gazelle will kill. What will he be able to do? I think Wraith has actually gone a bit quicker, so we're going to see a lap time here from Gazelle. It's going to be a mid 1 minute 33, 1 minute 33.5. Wraith goes in 32.6. That sounds about right. Clem then, immediately after him, goes in with a 1 minute 32.8. Wraith has beaten Clem on the same tyres. Danny's deregged already. Sorry, Demon's deregged, and he goes P3. Hambo goes P2. Very, very close here in Division 2. We've got the Mercedes tandem, the brothers. In fact, one of the brothers, Haribo, has invalidated, as Will moves into P5. Next car round, thick and fastest guys. Jimmy Jabs coming round and he's invalidated, but did actually do a 1 minute 41. Oh, that would have got the fucking job done. Dartmark clinches P1 immediately there. You can imagine with a 1 minute 31.9. We've seen quicker laps though. The Renault gets his lap time started. That is Ghost. The next Renault is not actually going to set a lap time. Over the Williams of Frozen White is. So watch from Frozen White go around the final corner, gets stuff in 1 minute 33.2. Barring Dartmark, who of course is on a much quicker tyre, the entire field is separated by 8 tenths again. This PRF1 seems to be very, very, very even here. You see a lot of times at the top and bottom of a division being, obviously, you know, single tier leagues, you're always going to see massive gulfs in speed, you know, I mean, kind of referring to the whole Gunners, Gamerman, yourself, Woodsy, of course, then compare yourself with Viper, Mike V Legend, and Massey, just to kind of throw names out there. But you know, you do see a lot of times, it's very rare that you see a multi-tier league be this close. These guys have really hit the nail on the head with this selection process, and Division 1 is very much the same. Well, now that I've left anyway. So that was actually 1 minute 36 by Revan. He needs to go back round another lap. I think he's going to be pushing again here. Revan, we're going to go to LTHB Ghost, who's just behind him, I believe, and he's invalidated. So I'm going to actually go back to, I'm going to go to Danny, hasn't invalidated. Danny's the next car round to set an immediate lap time. I believe that all the cars are coming back in now. The ones who set their immediate times, will they all be going on to the soft tyre? Will they be keeping with the mediums? Time remains to be told. Slim Haribo actually now beats his brother Will. They've been separated by a total of 1/10 in each session so far. Very similar pace. Just one likes Haribo and the other is RDC. So there you go. Mark going very slowly round. As Danny actually has done a pit middle sector. I know that's probably wrong. Unless he's about to do one of the fastest laps ever on medium tyres, I'd be quite interested to see. But don't put anything past him, of course. We've got a slow Mercedes who'll be coming back to the pits. I don't think he's going to hamper Danny in any way, shape or form. Let's watch this now. He's already out of the way coming into the pits. Fair play. Bit of a dodgy pit lane here, Rush. If you overrun it, then you could potentially go back onto the track. No such problems there for the Merc. Danny coming around the final corner, gets himself up. That's going to be P5, is it? He split the AlphaTauris, and he's done exactly the same time as Clem. Oh, yeah, we love that shit. Hey, look at that. Same time. Clem and Danny. There's your battle for P2. You don't get much fucking closer than that. The PRF1 boys, of course, we're 1, 2, 3 at one stage now. They're kind of 4, 5, 6 at the moment. So Revan, this is a much better lap by Revan. Is showing what he really can do. 1 minute 32.8. The guy who just scraped through by 1/10 of a second in Q1. Why does people have to do the same time? To be fair, mate, he probably he's one of, I bet he's one of them people who when you used to do hopscotch in school, you had to stand on the same number as you. Ghost coming around to complete his lap. He's actually going to complete it. He certainly is. Using Q1 and fact. You guys need to start. No, actually, on the timing sheets, Clem, it was 1,000th. McLaren of Jimmy Jabs goes 7th. Ghost into 10th. 33-0, 33-3. And that's what you're looking at. Still 9/10 separating everybody here. Tempest hasn't done a lap, and Redenzo. We're going to go on board with Tempest to see where he fits in. Really exciting guys to see. I mean, I love streaming new leagues because, well, it's not a new league. I've been in this one technically in some capacity since the start when it was first incepted. Like, I mean, the quality of drivers now is worlds above where it was before, you know, and much more equal, as we touched upon earlier in Q2. So Tempest coming around the final corner. Tempest, of course, racing VR from Division 1 on Thursday around Belgium last week. Let's see what we can do. Crosses the line. Tempest fits right into the middle. 33.227, 400s quicker than at Frozen White's teammates. Denzo, will he be able to beat his teammate? He has to qualify, basically. Probably got, for fuck's sake, Bish. For God's sakes. I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to be really polite. I mean, Clem did offer me this position to be able to stream here tonight, so I can't call him Flem at all. I mean, it'd be rude for me to call him Flem, absolutely. I mean, why would I call Clem Flem? I mean, calling Flem is really rude, isn't it, Clem? You know what I mean? I mean, honestly, calling you Flem would be absolutely disrespectful, wouldn't it, mate? I mean, Jesus Christ, why would you call you Flem when Flem technically is the word for spitting phlegm? I mean, Clem, sorry. I've been winding up leaks. Redenzo does beat his teammate and does put Frozen White out into the drop zone at the moment. It started. Clem, Josh, lad, you were hoping I never got hold of this. I don't want to start something here, guys. He'll ban me from the lobby. Gazelle roadkill with a cut in the bottom. Will, how do you see that Nightbot warning? It's definitely fucking worth it, wasn't it? Just shade of a 5:09 British time, guys, and we're currently midway, well, nearly over halfway through Q2 now. We'll start seeing some of the guys come back out on their fast laps here. Hambo's gone to softs. Does Hambo really need to? New follow, Master Revan. Revan, cheers to the follow, bro, and a big shout out for you. Mate, Nightbot's on it. Nightbot's on the blob, mate, I tell you. See what Clem's put. Sorry, going back to what I was saying. Speaking of Revan a minute ago, only just scraping through Q2, really showing what he can do. Master Revan, of course, a former Division 1 reserve driver, I believe, Revan. Put on a good show back in the day in Season 2. Nightbot sounds like a nagging wife with that statement. What to say? You're starting to bug me. Stop spamming emotes. Guys, can you please stop calling Clem Flem? It's really, really rude calling Clem Flem. I mean, Flem, like I said, is a form of saliva, and I don't think we should say the word Flem any more times on this stream. If we hear the word Flem again, then I'll be phlegming annoyed. Right. What am I doing? Gazelle roadkill, let's focus down the lap. Gazelle's gonna... Pardon me, sorry guys, Gazelle moves up the order to P2, he's 7/10 off Dark Mark, we've got another guys, any other guys coming round. Hambo then. But as I keep interrupting myself, seeing the word phlegm in the chat. Oh, I said I wasn't going to say phlegm again, didn't I? Sorry, phlegm. We've got Evan having a really, really slow Q1, just getting himself through, and that's Hambo invalidating. Right, I think it could be enough. It could be enough here. I think Demon, guys, is going to have to go back out. He's going to have to. I mean, Haribo's retired the car. Haribo does not want to go on the soft tyres. Mercedes down in 14th and 15th, very similar to the performance me and Rary used to give in Division 1. I guess it is not just, I guess it's car contagious really. If you put Psych in a Mercedes, it'll basically never win a race. There you go, Clem, you got it sorted, bro. Frozen White then coming up to complete his lap. Is it full qualifying? It certainly is, Woodsy. So basically we have got ourselves a elimination here, so the bottom 5 go out, which means of course Slim is out. 4 more drivers will be eliminated from Q2. Top 10 of course for those of you who don't follow the sport but are tuning in of course for the first time watching it, whether it's via my stream or just in general to watch something before you go to sleep or whatever. Basically, yeah, it is Q1 Woodsy, and the bottom 5 get knocked out, but then the top 10 people, or top 10 drivers, the lap time that they set their quickest lap on. So as you can see, it goes from fitted to best. Everyone outside the top 2 have only currently got themselves on medium tyres. If they were to set a lap quicker on soft tyres, they would start on the softs. Hopefully I explained that pretty decently, and Frozen White is invalidated. Who's next coming round? It is Hambo. Is he going again? Hambo going again there, of course, just finished his invalidated lap. Who was it? It was Ghost, wasn't it? Nope. Actually, no, it was Hambo going for his second go. Hambo very aggressively through the corners there. A lot of times you'll see people kind of do the old invalidation shtick and then lose a bit of confidence. Oh, look at Woodsy firing the shot off at Gunners there. The ultimate rivalry. I'll tell you what though, guys. Shout out for SF1 GP3 last night as well. Not one car retired from the race, whether it's due to a rage quit or simply due to crashing out. SF1 Primal has messaged me. I'm just going to go and read this quickly. Actually, no, I'll read it in between Q2 and Q3. So, we'll go here. Hambo around the corner 1 second quicker. I think Hambo will put himself into P1 here, as long as he can kind of hang with it. It's quite interesting to see Hambo's 1 lap pace speed up through with Dartmark. I know Mark only did 1 lap, so possibly could improve. Of course, champion-elect Dartmark, of course, former TSD alumni, and that is Dan's P official. Hey, Danny, how's it going, bro? I've actually, I went away from streaming, Dan, for a long time, bro. I lost a lot of. Oh, that's a fucking lap. That is 1 minute 31.1. Holy moly, sorry to interrupt myself. The only person on Twitch who interrupts himself and apologises for it. We've got a bit Ghost goes in the P3. Dan, I've been streaming every so often. I've been doing a couple of RF1s. VRF1s, sorry. You made me go old school then, bro. You made me go old school. Oh, and that's, I believe, who was that coming past him then? Frozen White. I think Wraith was on the racing line then, quite interestingly. I don't think it caused Frozen White any issues. He managed to get back onto his line there, but Wraith made him go the hard way around. The long way around, sorry. Yeah, Dan, I've done a fair bit of streaming recently. A couple for VRF1. 1 for SF1 last night, which is bloody brilliant, by the way. Will hasn't gone out. Will has retired in the pits also. And Frozen White goes second. 31.8. Ghost there, 1:32.2. Next car coming around is the Racing Point of Danny. Danny's invalidated. Danny has invalidated. Yeah, like I said, Bish doing some comparisons of beer and kebab. Hey, I'll tell you what, beer may be a deer and kebab. Oh dear, oh beery me, getting the words mixed up there. I'm actually sober, guys, tonight. I'm not drinking because I got the jab on, or vaccine, whatever it is. But yeah, not from it. Oh, you're kidding? Ah, okay. I did notice you pulled back into the pits, Will, actually, before you invalidated. Jimmy Jabs only at 1:33.0. He didn't go back out, Jimmy Jabs. Oh, he did go back out, he invalidated. So Danny is 3 temps up. Let's have a look here. Redenzo, who's the closest furthest round, it is Demon. Should get through comfortably here, but we'll wait and see. It's the P3, 1:31.4. Is Dartmark going to get eliminated here? Stranger things have happened to champions in the past. I have no idea what you're on about, Woodsy. No idea. I don't do any videos like that. And Redenzo's overtook him. Danny is as if Danny's eliminated. Danny's gone. Holy moly! Oh my god! Danny's been eliminated. And the Williams of Tempest goes through. Tempest in 8th. He could still. No, he can't. Tempest is through. Wraith goes to the P4. both Haas drivers could go through. So it's between Gazelle, Roadkill, and Master. And Gazelle's made a mistake. I don't think he's done enough here. Let's have a look here. Let's get my back. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, Danny, you know what I mean? Get yourself rolling, mate. I know you've got a lot of pace. And Gazelle Roadkill with that mistake in the mid part of Sector 3 has cost himself a Q3. So, Roadkill, what a thrilling ending to qualifying, guys. Oh, no, Mark. Hope. I wish it wasn't. I hope they're okay, buddy. Oh. Guys in the chat, show some love for Mark, man. Let's hope his kid's okay, man. Oh. Fuck's sake, Mark. That's wounding, mate. The little one okay now? Mate, I've been there, and it's more the bloody piercing scream when they do it as well. It kind of eats my heart and soul, to be fair. But yeah, no. Oh man, that's made me feel quite sad. Actually, got almost swelling up a little bit there. Hope they're okay, Mark. So we'll get back to business briefly. Gazelle missed out by 1/10, and Danny, Jimmy Jabs, and the two Mercedes of Slim Haribo and Will RDC both out. GT Endurance. What are you doing, Dan? It's iRacing you're doing, buddy, is it? Yeah, Will RDC. Do you know, it's so annoying, isn't it, Will, when they do it? It's annoying to the point that like, my little lady was coming to see me when I was having a shave, and she fell down the stairs, nearly hit her head on a cabinet, which is kind of annoying. She's all good, a bit scratched and a bit upset. Hey, everybody's on the softs in the top 10, which is going to be very nice to see. It's going to be an interesting thing to see what the guys outside the top 10 do. Oh yeah, as long as she's okay, Mark, that's buzzing. I'll start on the medium stacks. You can keep your soft starts. Yeah, man. Oh, and it's gone a little bit dark here, guys. Oh, we've got a huge amount of views here, guys. Have we had a raid? 23 views. Bloody hell, has anybody raided me? Oh, if they have, that's fucking brilliant. Thank you so much if you have. It's not come through. Anybody in the chat, let me know. I've gone from 12 to 23 views. That's bloody brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. Anybody who hasn't followed, get that followed done, man, and get your name in the chat. If everything goes right, no rain. Danny P, yeah, mainly, pal, got some good endurance events on there. Not got, mate, I've not got a PC. It's like the PC is like the holy grail of streaming, isn't it? It's where, like, you know, it's when, like, I know a lot of people, you know that me and Bear, we do get along. It's gonna. Oh, it's AJ. Hey AJ, welcome back, bro. I do, mate. I left PRF1 today, mate. It's only so much what a man can take. I was meant to be in it. Do you know what? I'm actually gonna go. I don't mind naming the story. It doesn't bother me one bit. But AJ, thank you for watching, bro. Anybody else watching? Let's have a look. I was almost gonna call you Sir Demon. SF1 Primal. I've got your message, mate. I'm gonna read it in a little bit for you. Swinny93. Thank you for watching. Go on the pause, AJ. You know I'm back streaming, bro. Yeah, guys. I'll explain what's happened. Just as it comes. There's no bullshit here. Nightbot's having a go. So we can't spam caps, can't put links in, you can't masturbate in my chat. Annoying. Yeah, seriously. Primal, unfortunately not in this one, matey. There's I believe, if someone can confirm the chat, I believe PRF1 aren't doing reserves until next season. Race only in VR. You race in VR? Fucking hell, I'd love to give that a go. Yeah, definitely, Dan. That's what I'm going. Like, that's what I was going to say. You know, a lot of people think that me and Bear fell out after the whole TIR and RF1 split. I never did. I mean, I've heard stories about it being a bit shady the way it started and a bit dodgy, but to be fair, I technically wasn't even racing or in the league then at the time, so it never really hurt me too much. Yeah, SF1 Primal. I'm not sure if you can become a full-time driver for next week when we go to Japan. I mean, the best thing to do, Primal, if you go onto my friends list, either on here. In fact, if you see on this, if you see P3 at the moment there, I'm on board with him. Primal, message PRF1 Clem or Josh Clements on Facebook, mate. He'll be able to guide you and let you know if you can get yourself in permanently. Daft Racer, there you go. Yeah, I'll go, so back to the VRF1 thing. Basically, we're meant to have, guys, an admin meeting tonight. I was really up for it. You know, as you know, I'm always one person who likes to come in and sort shit out, and for some reason, I do. I'm a very polarising figure. Some people love me, some people fucking hate me. AJ, one of the oldest people who's known me as Bish, will be able to back me up there. They both fucking hate my guts. But nah, I'm going back a bit more seriousness now. said that I was going to be streaming the PRF1 race because these guys had no streamer. So, you know, and I'm a streamer, and people like to watch my channel for some odd, unbeknown reason. Probably because I speak shit all the time and have no filter. So, what, and I wasn't, yeah, exactly, Bish, yeah, but, yeah, that's the next part. Basically, yeah, so, I chose to do this because, you know, I was offered and needed, and admin meetings can be held at any time. Basically, shitty comments, oh, and that's Redenzo there, invalidating, quite frankly. Not ideal. I think Clem's an extra round, actually. So he's coming around here. I think Redenzo is he just peels into the pitch. Wise choice there by Redenzo, not getting in the way. Clem, 31-7. There you go. Sorry guys, got a little bit of hiccups here. Forgive me if there's a break in the chat. Revan 32-0. Good lap there by Revan. Wraith there with a 1 minute 31.3. Guys really showing their pace here. But yeah, actually I'll tell you what, I'll wait till the in the qualifying, come back from my smoke then and then do it then. Hambo again, another invalidation. Demon goes P3. AlphaTauri's at the moment doing their thing royally, looking to keep the pressure up on the Ferrari, and we see Ghost. I think he's the only one on a flying lap now. But yeah, going back to it. So yeah, where did I get up to? I was on about the admin chat, yeah. So I was offered to do this. I said yeah, because they needed help. I'm a guy who likes to help people, plus I love streaming. You know, if someone's going to offer me a stream over sitting there talking about how to fucking improve a league, which should never have been in the fucking shitstorm it was in the first place, I don't care if it's controversial what I'm saying. I generally couldn't give a fuck. But yeah, then, you know, I'm going to stream every day of the week. Not only because it does pay, because it does pay sometimes, but a lot of times it doesn't pay. I like to do it for the love of fucking commentary, and I get hyped up to shit when guys like Ghost go around fucking 2 and 5 like that, because that was fucking brilliant. But, but you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, Woodsy. But it's the prime example of letting things fucking go, and causing yourself problems, and there's another problem there for Ghost, unfortunately, and another invalidation there for Frozen Whites. But yeah, so in a nutshell, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, you know, I don't. So obviously they got a little bit salty with me. I did turn around and put on the post, almost hypocritically, quite frankly, that, you know, I'm going to be a lot more dealing with admin meetings, but you know, a lot more on the admin side. But at the end of the day, I've come back. I've been asked to come back by, ironically, Bish to VRF1. I decided to, and I'm not left there fucking dealing with everything by myself. Hamburg, great lap there, 1 minute 30.9. So, you know, I mean, unlike TSD, it is a toxic environment. People, I don't know, it's just not nice, quite frankly. But yeah, I decided to walk away permanently this time. I'm not going back, guys. Generally not. I don't hate anybody over there. I just don't like the fact that you're not chasing that piece of paper, Cat. No, that's the little lady's paper. We're going to put it up here. Leave it alone. Watching Mark, guys, do his laptop. He's got 1 minute 30. Yeah, but he's invalidated. Mark invalidates. Oh, dearie me. Just behind him there, about 2 corners behind him. That is one of the guys in the chat, that was one of the worst fucking invalidations ever. I've watched it. He didn't even go over the curb. Come on. What a bag of shit that was. Oh, for fuck's sake, what a joke. Oh yeah, Cat Shit Hums, one of the opening stanzas of the Sunday Drive highlights on YouTube. But yeah, no, so basically in a nutshell, I've got the COVID jab tomorrow. She's got a COVID jab next week, the missus. I don't need additional fucking stress of having to deal with things. Other people should be fucking stepping up, taking the things out of their ass and fucking dealing with them. You know what I mean? If one of us didn't do, well, it was an amazing lap by Hamburg, wasn't it? 30.9. Probably still the best lap of the session is Josh Russell by a mile, though, in fairness. But AJ, thank you very much for watching there, bro. If you're still there, you are a legend, my man. Anybody, is there any admins actually? We've got admin. If anybody's actually in the pits, let me know who the admins are at PRF1. I'll drop you into mod status. I always do it, basically. Oh, Dan, you've got 2 Twitch accounts, mate. I've just seen Pinel's one. I know Clem's definitely an admin. I'll mod you, mate. Here you go. It sounds quite kinky, doesn't it? We're going to mod you. So next time Clem speaks, he's going to have a lovely green sword. As me and Carlos were there. Me, Demon and Danny, okie dokie. I think Danny's the 5100, isn't he? There he is. Get him up there. I love how I give Clem a really awesome... There's your green sword, Clem, as well. Knock it out of the park, mate. And Demon. I don't how many mods I have. I love it. Give Clem a real look at that green. Oh my god, pick me. Tempest, you absolute. Look at me. He's like the one at the front of a class, isn't he? That comes in with his shirt tucked in and his tie right to his neck, waving at the teacher, blowing her a kiss. But in a nutshell, guys, I'm not going back to PRF1. I have no hatred for anybody in the league there. There are a couple of clowns, but quite frankly, I'm a clown, so you can't be bad, like, you know what I mean. But we move on, guys. So we're going to focus more on PRF1, and I'm open for bookings. If anyone wants me to do any commentaries for the league, their particular league, long as it's obviously not too late at night, or if it's not too early in the afternoon, for example, or in the evening, for example, I'll definitely be down to do it. But here we go then. So we're watching Frozen White here. A couple of guys who didn't get through. Danny P, of course, Josh Russell, and don't forget. Oh, that's a bad start to the lap by Frozen White. He's on the back foot already. And Wraith has retired. That's a hell of a lap by Wraith as well. I think he knows he's done as good as he can. I'm not calling him a cunt. Well, he said it. Just leave that there, floating in the ether there, bitch. No, but I'm enjoying life, guys. And I realised that I'm not blaming VRF1 for my health going downhill, but I noticed that when VRF1, I joined back up with them, started doing more. Maybe it was a mistake for me to offer to do it, but I noticed it coincides with when I started going downhill mentally, you know what I mean? I'm not here to make people fucking cry and give me a hug because I can't be fucking arsed. But, you know, it is what it is. We've got a load of guys on our laps here. Let's focus now on Frozen White. Remember, he had a bad start to the lap. He's going to have to immediately try and overdrive this potentially, just to kind of make it back up the order. 13 views once again, guys. We went up to 24 a minute ago. That's fucking brilliant. If there was a little mini raid there, thank you very much for all tuning in at the same time. AJ, of course, old teammate of mine in ESR for a couple of races before that kind of just went downhill. I'm like a kiss of death on racing leagues, aren't I, basically? Just fucking realised. Frozen White is about a second, even though he got a purple face middle sector, he's about a second off Hambo at the moment, and that's no disgrace to be a second off a 1 minute 30.9. Jeez Louise. Dark Mark, of course, is currently in the pits. Reigning champion, of course, you got Danny D. Danny didn't get through. Clem and Demon and the AlphaTauris have a real good chance here of catching the constructors, or the drivers' champion, and catching the leader constructors. Frozen White does move up the air. He's not going to be happy with that lap. He's going to go again, you'd imagine. 1 minute 34.2. I mean, you wouldn't really invite that over. You wouldn't invite that lap time to come meet your parents, would you? I mean, you'd be kind of embarrassed, wouldn't you, really? But it's a good lap. I'm just being a bitch. Oh, Demon again, another invalidation. It goes back to what I said in Q1. In Q1, basically, we turned around and said invalidations are going to be an absolute bitch. As you saw there with LTHB Ghost, one of the worst invalidations I think I've ever seen. He literally kissed the curb. I mean, it's. I'm not going to give that analogy, but it's like pecking someone on the cheek, and I'll leave that there. Okay, yeah, no, I will do. I'll tone it down a bit. It's like pecking someone on the cheek and getting her pregnant. It don't happen unless you got super lips. I don't know what I'm on about. When Denso comes around to start his fucking flying lap. Oh, dearie me. I think I should stay off the cola from tomorrow. Very, very hyperactive. Dark Mark on his lap. I think the first person coming around to do a lap, ironically, is Frozen White. He's actually going a lot quicker here. Snort. So hopefully this will be done by around about 10:30 if we have no lobby issues. I believe we had no discussion. Doesn't appear to be any lag either or not. I'm not sure if you guys have reported any lag on track. Dampy. Far too much falling out in sim racing. Hey, do you know what, Dan? That's it, mate. And to be fair, I'm bored of it. I'm tired. Good lap there by Frozen White. 1 minute 31. I didn't realise we're at the end of the fucking session. There is far too much falling out. It's like a fucking episode of bloody Jeremy Kyle. No, I think Lockdown in a way helped the genre of sim racing, but then it didn't at the same time because everyone was kind of forced to almost bond together in almost too much of a thing. And Clem goes 1/10 away, but he's not beaten Hambo. Ghost puts us 7th. He's beaten Revan for now. Has he beaten Revan for now? Revan goes P3. Oh, that's close. Another 1/10 of a second down. We've got Danny coming round. He is not invalidated. And the Renault of Redenzo immediately behind him. We're going to go on board then with Danny. With Demon P3. Redenzo P6. Dark Mark currently in 10th. Tempest is coming around. These invalidated. Tempest has got the best and worst scenario of ninth on the grid. I'm going to go for my... Oh, I'm not watching Dark. Oops, sorry, guys. Fuck the reigning champ. We're not going to freaking watch him, screw it. But no, Dan, incredible point taken there, mate. And Dark does it. Dark, P4. The champ has been ousted. Hambo takes pole position. Clem second. Rev in third. Mark fourth. 4 constructors in the top 4 places. Demon in 5th. Wrath in 6th. There's actually only 6 teams in the top fucking 10. And that is rounded out. I love this. The team is all very evenly paced. It's always good to see. So, that is pole position for Hambo. Well done, bud. I don't know if any of these guys don't have mics. If you guys can let me know. What an unbelievable lap. That was amazing. Mark only 4th on the grid. Watch out for you, Danny P, coming through the order, mate. Obviously, patience is a key, as you'll learn in the virtual reality sim racing series that you do, mate. Of course. Make sure you stream it, Dan. Message me on Facebook if you do. I'd love to watch it. Right, qualifying results. Hambo, 1/10 of a second up the road, but of course he starts on the clean side of the grid. P1 with Clem, dirty side P2. Row 2 as Revan and Darkmark. Row 3, of course, second AlphaTauri of Demon and the second Haas of Wrath. Redenzo and going 7th and 10th, sandwiching in the 2 Williams of Frozen White and Tempest. 9/10 of a second, sorry, between... Oh, Danny P, I'm holding you to that, mate. I'm holding you to that, right? I'm holding you to that. 21:33, guys. I'm going to have a couple minutes sig break and I'm going to talk about strategy when we come back. See you in a minute. So guys, unfortunately Fuse has had a disconnection. Yeah, hopefully it can't be It's true, when you get the gamer tag it kind of went awry for you. So of course Clem's referred to Fuse's mum as a garden utensil. That's kind of a curious thing. So the top 10 on softs. To be fair, the temperatures don't actually warm up naturally anyway. For you, had to change the gamer tag to avoid future thing. I think that's why I kind of made Union Fissure, just to kind of get away from this idiot. At 9 to 11, just waiting. We just got to get Demon back in the lobby. Let me know if you're back in, bro. Obviously we're going in. I think it's about 2 minutes as the crow flies. So here we go then. So guys, hope you have a lovely Grand Prix here. Hope I'm going to do it a load of justice. See, I love how Danny changed the E out of it, so we're not talking about garden utensils in the same context as people. It's kind of weird. It's like walking up to someone and calling them a fucking strimmer, you know? Just weird. You, sir, are a fucking weed puller. Fuck it. Ant spray. Anti-wasp venom spray. Fuck it. Let's go all out. Lawnmower. But here we go then. Right, so I'm just going to double check everyone's on the mediums. I believe everyone is back here. So it's basically a tale of two halves, this race, and the front guys are on softs, the rear tail guys are on mediums, if there's no incidents, of course. But it is a league race, so there's probably going to be fucking tons of them. It says I'm reconnected to the chat, that's kind of weird, even though I'm in the chat. Why that is. If the internet does go down, guys, make sure my internet, because it has been a little bit dodgy. Tempest. Of course, I've had many famous PRF1 moments. Of course, my Wellerman song is clipped up on my channel if you guys want to go watch it. It's quite amusing. As we are going, it's 21:33, so we are going exactly on time. That's a page strip, for fuck's sake. I prefer wheelbarrow, you know. I think he prefers fucking wheelbarrow as well, but you'll have to ask him. Leave that one out of the conversation. Oh dear. This is why I don't do shit sober, guys, I promise. Alright, here we go then. So we are rolling now. We are going live to the Sochi Autodrome, the former home of some Olympic events, I believe. So Demon, of course, will not be in his car. I believe this league does have ghosting on, so that's good at least. So, not for Demon, of course. He's going to have to... Oh dear, oh god. Demon's having a little bit with wrath at the moment. Oh, Demon's car is just doing something there. It's just kind of being really odd. Everyone's away, I think. Yeah, we are. So we're all here. Rolling. Guys in the chat, if you're not racing predictions, we've got a lot of quick guys in this lobby, a lot of even pace guys too. Not in a qualifying where the top 10 hasn't been separated by more than 1 second, which is pretty cool. Expect a lot of close racing here. Expect a lot of swear words, probably as well, if everything goes a little bit too mental. Danny P, of course, getting used to life back in F1. It's very different, of course, for the eSIM racing on PC, etc. Or obviously, you know, your VR racing, etc. It's a very, very different scenario. This game's a lot more arcadey, even though it has become more of a sim, which it has been. It's undeniable to say that it isn't. Of course, it is now more focused around getting the optimal performance out of the steering wheel, as opposed to other F1 games. It's light years away from the likes of ACC and even Project Cars in a way as well. Imagine if an F1 game had an endurance mode. I mean, fuck me, that would just be a case of getting around an endurance mode in this game is like getting around 4 corners, either that being disconnected or kind of being, you know, taken out in a 5-lapper. Right, and so here we go. Tyres again. Just to remind you all of what's happening with the tyres: top 10 softs, bottom 8 mediums. By rights, the top 10 should take off, but we've got a couple of quick drivers down there. Danny, both Dannys, Danny 510 and Dan Pennells, along with the likes of the Mercedes, Will and Sim Haribo. We've got a lot of quick guys down here who can all do damage on this. Remember, there was not more than 1/10 of a second that somebody missed out on a qualifying session, so it is a very, very close field here. PRF1 Division 2, my debut stream in this league, of course. I'm covering, of course, I believe, for Grezza today. I'll happily cover whatever needed also. So here we go then. 27 laps. I actually didn't know how many laps there were until I looked at the top of the pissing screen and it told me. So 27 laps of Sochi. Jaman Hambo Clem, top 2. Master Evan and Darkmark. Demon and Wraith. Denzo, Frozen White, Tempest and Ghost. Giselle and Danny. Jimmy Jabs and Mercedes pair of Haribo. Will, Charla, Danny P. And Josh Russell rounding out the grid here. 18 drivers, ladies and gentlemen, looking to make history in the Russian Grand Prix. The last time I saw Danny P race his track, his teammate was flipping through the air, so this should be quite interesting to see what happens. Hopefully we get none of that, or we do get some of it, you never know. Lots of ghosting cars here. I believe that Demon is back in his car. We are going to be ready and rolling for the start of PRF1 Season 3, Division 2, Round 17 Sochi, 5 lights. And it's lights out and we're fucking out of here. And look at Demon start here. What a start by Demon. We're going to go up front here. And Clemens took the lead immediately. And look at the, oh god, Danny in the, oh, whoa, crash everywhere. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Holy moly. It's happened already. Wow. Redenzo exploded. Oh my god. Wow. Holy moly. Redenzo just blew the fuck up. That was spectacular. Oh my god. The Williams and Tempest lost control and Redenzo just completely took himself clean out of shape. Oh my god. Danny up to P8 already. Well, that was quite a scene, wasn't it? Holy good bejesus. Fucking hell. We didn't make it to tier 1 before a safety car comes out. Thank God I'm paid by the hour. Oh my grief. Yeah, that happened. Exactly, Demon. No more moaning about starts, I guess. Darkmark keeps P3. Oh. Well, Darkmark has not gained a position, but as a game or position, but doesn't have a plus on it. That's intriguing. So Mark does move up there. Any penalties? I think Wraith does have a penalty for a. They've loads of penalties. What the? Whoa! Why has everyone got penalties? What's nothing come up on the screen? I'm going to take time, guys, to have a look at the race director. Oh my fucking lord! Oh dearie me! Well, thank God I'm not a steward. So Wraith hit Tempest, Tempest hit Wraith, Haribo hit Russell. Them two hit each other. Gazelle hit Will. Yeah. And just absolute fuckfest. Oh my god. Yeah, you better do some pit stops, guys, and clear your name. Quite frankly. Guys coming into the pits, filtering in. I believe we've got a couple of them. I think the Haas car of Wraith was heavily involved in that. I believe he hits Tempest full on. Basically, well, we managed to go the whole race not losing a car. We managed to go the whole way past the start finish line without losing one today, so that's kind of an achievement. 4 guys in the pits. Then we've got Demon, Revan, and Rapid. Charla not quite filtered into the order yet. They will do, of course, once the cars in the pits clear the first sector. That's how that works. Here we go. Start for the back end now. No, we're not. We're all over the place. Well, just why? Why? What's the point in this? I know. Look, Dan Pennell's best start of his life just gone P1. Unbelievable source. Just fucking incredible, guys. Yeah, that happened, right? So we're going to try and get some resemblance of normality here. Pajala's found himself in P14, by the way. So Wraith, Will, and Josh Russell and Tempest. So in fact, he's 13th, Pajala. Back on board then with Clem, who got the jump on Hambo at the start. Darkmark in P3, Demon 4th. Then we have ourselves Master Evan in position. Frozen White up a few places. Danny up a fair few. Ghost. Yeah, here we go. I think the Tempest goes through Sector 1, which he's done. Now, there's your running order, guys. It's all corrected itself now. So, Danny 7th, Ghost 8th. Clarence and Father, so they're both in the points here. Can slip them in. Jimmy Jams moving up a few places. I just want to see Jim Jams when I'm talking about him. It makes me feel like I want to put my pyjamas on, quite frankly. We'll leave that one there. Paradox Interactive. Oh, what's that PDX-Com? Paradox-Com. I'm going to watch it after, actually, to see what it's got to say. Right then, but anyway, Clem then leads the way. Then we've got Hambo in P2. We've got another lap of the safety car coming up here. I believe that Will actually has a Delta to follow, which is fucking stupid, quite frankly. You know, I'm not going to sit here bitching about the game because obviously it's given us a bit of entertainment, so it's just something nice to watch on a Friday evening, ladies and gentlemen. So we have got ourselves, as I mentioned, Clement first, Hammer, Darkmark, Demon Master, Reverend, Frozen White, Danny. Then we've got Ghost, Jimmy Jabs, and Gazelle. Haribo just 7 points with Dampenels, Rapid Pajala. All those guys just kind of keeping themselves to themselves at the moment. And Wraith, Will, Russell, and Tempest all finishing off the running order. So let's take a bit of time to reflect on how. Wraith got. Whoa, what happened there? I think it's a little bit of a nudge by Wraith. Of course, it was deemed that Pajala committed fucking homicide, so he gets a 5-second penalty for complete scenes. Just fucking. Oh, my brain. Actually, oh, we've got another 5 seconds. Josh had that 5 anyway, didn't he? Yeah, he had 10, Josh. Due to the fact that, you know, if you have to try and avoid a car at the start, you get penalties for it, you know, rather than just DNF. But now we've got Russell. Josh Russell's going to be running softs the entire way, I'd imagine. Soft strategy will definitely work from here. Dropping an 11-11 strategy or an 11-12 or a 12-11. See how it works. You'll be pretty slow at the end of your stints, but it's definitely worth going for. And gunning for at the time. Right. I'm going to just do a double check here, guys. I want to just double check the Twitch stats. I want to make sure that Massey has a fair amount of views here. Hopefully he does. Hell of a streamer, Massey, taking over SF1 Division 2. From, I believe, Harrison, who was meant to be here, but of course it's not. 8 views to Massey, good stuff, bro. Fair play, get some views in, fair play, bud. Right then, Clement. So wait, have we got a safety car in message? Now we do, right on cue, pretty much like a second after. So all the cars now bunch up. Just be very careful and very mindful, guys. If you are watching, just literally pay attention to the car in front of you. Watch the braking points. If someone hits you from behind, it's their responsibility to watch their braking points. AlphaTauri, 1st and 4th. Ferrari in 3rd place. If it stays like this, AlphaTauri will close the constructors' gap on the Ferrari. Clem's made a jump here. He's made the bolts, and what a start! And oh god, Hambo sort of went with him, and then didn't go with him. So let's go up and down the field here. Let's have a look, see if anyone's close to each other. Well, they all are, because they're in the safety car. If you're far apart, you made a fuck up, really, haven't you? Right then, so these are the tyre situation, guys. Like 3 laps of 13 drivers yet to pit. We're going to go watch this battle up front. I think actually Frozen White's having a little look out of the slipstream, looking to cool his car down. As the Mercedes are Haribo, Dampenels, just having a chill race back here. Jala, Wraith, Will, Josh Russell, all over the back now of Will RDC. Tempest at the back, minding his own business. As we roll on, guys, lap 4. This is the first lap. Outside safety car, hopefully we don't get another one. I prefer if we didn't, quite frankly. Oh dear, wrong button there. Guess my control lights Clem. I'm going to go back to Pajala. Wraith is actually side by side there with Will. Will around the outside. Josh Russell up the inside, trying to go up to the inside. 2 guys, it's never going to work. Oh my god, look at this. What a battle for P14 on the top 10 score points, but these guys don't care. Oh, bro. Oh, dearie me. Oh, Wraith and Russell. Oh, no, now that's silly. Oh, it's like he took him out. Oh, dearie me. Oh, we got another safety car. That was a bit naughty. That was a bit naughty. Oh, dearie me. It wasn't Wraith's fault. He just clipped the back end of Will. They were side by side. Russell got caught up in it. And then it's basically like, oh, dearie me. Even 3-second penalty. Darkmark stays out, actually. He's looking to kind of continue his road. That was a bit naughty there by Josh. He did get punished for it, though. Kind of frustration, pent-up frustration building up there at the back. Now, that's silly. That's silly. That's really silly. What is Josh doing here? He deliberately broke in front of him going into the pits. That's not very sportsmanlike, in fairness. He didn't need to do that. Come on, bro, keep a clear head, man. Luckily, it's not got Wraith any penalties. He does have a damaged wing, of course, from prior incidents. Josh comes on, but Wraith overtakes him, so I mentioned Revan, he's currently in 11th position. 5-second penalties for Gazelle, Slim Haribo, and I think it was Pajala who unfortunately got a little bit of a nudge from Wraith at the start of the safety car. Dark Mark in a very familiar position, but this is a very, very different race now. Clem is looking to take these medium tyres, 23 laps it looks like. Oh, look at that, Frozen White right up the chuff of Dark Mark right there. Russia's a bit of a bitch of a track anyway, especially as you saw before Josh kind of lost his cool a little bit there. You can understand sort of from his perspective. He's obviously been taken out in his eyes very, very unfairly, but Wraith had nowhere to go. He hung up the inside, clipped the back end of Will RDC, was literally a passenger. Great move by Will, by the way. Finds himself up in 8th position now, good stuff by him. We've got 6 drivers on the hard tyre. You'll find that hard tyre will definitely go to the end, but it will drop off significantly towards the end as well. It can run for days, but it can run out for days as well, is what you need to remember. So we have ourselves a new running order. So a new running order. It's Dark Mark leading from Frozen Whites and PRF1 Danny. Gazelle Roadkill in 4th. And Hambo's got a penalty here for getting nudged by Ghost. Yeah, this is really, really harsh stewarding here at the Russian Grand Prix. Jimmy Jab's just surrounded by 5-second and 3-second penalties right now, isn't he? He's like marooned on an island, quite frankly. So Hambo, P12, Ghost 13, Jimmy Jab's 14. These guys have all pitted. Guys yet to pit are top 7, basically. Mark needs to shoot off, as does Frozen White, but they can't. The safety car's ruining them. Will be going back racing. Dan Pennell's actually and Pajala started in 17th and 16th respectively. They're currently running in 6th and 7th, which is mental at this stage. You've just got to keep a clear head. Rolling on, you don't need to make any moves, guys, which are deemed unnecessary. Just, like I said, all about focusing, picking your moments around Russia. It's not a case of being a superhero. You've got a lot of straights. The only problem is, when you think you've got a straight, it doubles up as a kink in the road, which does inevitably catch a lot of people out, and in the end they do, as we've seen here, have mini spins, which of course collected up with Josh, but then the retaliation was a little bit silly, and then braking before coming into the pits was, I mean, I know there are deltas, so, you know, it may have been a delta issue, but when you're in the pits, the delta doesn't matter. So, you know, it's a clear brake check. It wasn't very sportsmanlike at all, but we move on, guys. Will, 8th, Tempest in 9th, Clem in 10th position. And we got 13 views, guys. I'm going to give a shout out over here to everybody here. Danny, Clem, and Demon, of course, 33 mods in the chat. Thank you very much, guys. All racing on track at the moment. Ironically, in 3rd for Danny, 10th and 15th for Demon. Both the Alpha Tires on the medium tyre. Very intriguing choice there. Other viewers, we've got AJ, and we've got Art Prime. Hey, it's been a while, Jace. Hope you're having a lovely time, mate. Pennell's one, I believe that's his other account, Danny. We've got Swinny93, Tom Toms, and Tempest in the chat. All of you guys, I hope you're having a lovely evening, and I hope I'm doing this league justice for this stream tonight. So what I'm going to go and grab my charger, because my tablet is about to die, actually. Safety car in? I didn't actually see it flash up on the screen. Yeah, I believe it is coming in. I'm going to pause. Oh, it did come up on the screen. I must have just missed it. Okay. Trying to get that charger in and make it work. There you go. There you go. So, Dark Mark then. Good to go. Clem did exceptionally well, by the way, off the restart. I'm going to go on board with Frozen Whites here. Mark's allowed to go, and he goes. No, but Frozen White's come with him. Mark, that's an expert start there. Big up, great idea, matey. Yeah, I'm pretty good, bro. Just, well, enjoying the race. It's been a bit of a cost effect so far. But hopefully the guys kind of settle down a little bit, get themselves back in rhythm. Dan Pennell's having a look here on Slim Haribo. I think he's going to go to the outside. Good move there by Slim, covering off any potential avenue that Dan had to attack. But this is the closest spot, I think, on track at the moment. Demon has made. Oh, we've got an AlphaTauri right. That's Pajala. Oh, where's he gone? Oh dearie me. Track's that way, mate. I had no idea what happened. She was going to be very, very busy today, I think. Denmark and Frozen White have taken off into the distance, and Slim and Danny P, big, close battling back here. In Division 2 Ghost, 3-second penalty for what was probably, he sneezed going around the corner, so, you know, clearly a penalty, really. my end. I hope it isn't really, because I hope the stream quality is pretty good for you guys here tonight. I know the mic dropping in and out. I'm going to stay with Demon, because I think we've got an overtake, first actual overtake after the safety car. Baron Pajala's dropped down the order, and Demon moves up to P13. Good stuff there by Demon. It was 15th. Pajala with aggressive. Thanks for following us. Mate, don't send it to me, mate. I left them. I'm not part of it anymore, mate. It was stressing me out too much, bro. You know, I didn't want to send it across to the other guys, mate. So yeah, I'm not part of it anymore. I want to become just a streamer, mate, of different leagues. Just stream lots of races. Bring you lots of good F1 content. I'm meant to be doing a Thursday night stream next week at 11:30 for the UI division, I think it is, the International United IU, sorry. And we've got Clem side by side with Will RDC. Dreadful camera angles, and Clem gets around the outside. It was nothing short of a spectacular move, and I believe, whoa, Tempest just said, do you know what, I might as well just thump you in the side, why not? It's kicking a man in the bollocks. Oh, look at this, Tempest all over the back of Clem. Very, very aggressive. Yeah, Gres. That's what I will have a look at it, mate, see what's going on. So Demon chasing down the McLaren now, currently P13, showing a lot of coverage. I'm not showing the guys up front, basically, because they're not battling, quite frankly. Dan's dropped off a couple of tenths off Haribo. Haribo seems to have got himself back in rhythm after the safety car. It's like everyone's kind of found their running order at the moment. It's going to be cool to see if Clem and Dan Pinel's kind of a bit of a battle. The old guard versus the new guard in league racing, at least as far as my racing experience is concerned. And there's a huge train here from Will RDC all the way down to Demon, and look at that behind. That's Wraith making a move on Ghost. Ghost trying to hang it, but a lovely move there by Wraith. Wraith on the comeback trail, back up to P14. Pajala, oh my god, he's a whole minute behind. Good grief, poor guy. 16 views, guys. Thank you so much for watching. So yeah, basically I want to become just a streamer, mate. That's what I am. Sort of brought up through doing in the F1 games, so I seem to be doing it alright at the moment. So let's keep going. Dan Pinel's does have the much fresher tyre clad Clem. Say that when you're drunk. I'm hauling him in at the moment. So here we go then. Yellow flag. Ghost is gone. Go wow. Some of the Ghost. Oh, that is death. Oh dear, what on earth happened to Ghost? I believe he's been caught out. Virtual safety car then. All these guys are way past the pits, so they're going to have to keep going. Gap between Mark and Clem, 1st and 7th at the moment. That's the first person who's pitted. Is 9.8 seconds, or 9.5 to 10, depending obviously what part of the track they're on. 16 views, such an unfortunate thing for Ghost there. Was having a semi-decent race, a lot of battles for him, of course, crashing out very early on into proceedings. Not even halfway through, we have lost 2 drivers and had 2 safety cars in a virtual in the opening 8.5 laps. It's been kind of a mental one here, to be fair. So Darkmark leads the way. No drive-throughs here, a couple of 5s and couple of 3-second penalties. Hambo has both. Josh Russell wants to be different, has 13. We're back to racing speed here. Let's go back onto Intel, sorry, just so we keep a track, keep tabs on the battles. Revan has Hambo and Jimmy Jabs behind him, and Rapid Pajala moves finally ahead of Ghost. Pajala up to 16th. All Pajala can do is keep driving, keep going around. Anything can happen in this race. Safety car will royally help Pajala, because he's got fresh tyres. I believe Clem has just got Danny. Oh no, he hasn't got Danny yet. Great driving, muscles out by Clem. Danny will appreciate that. He lives a good old hard race. At least that was a Pinel's. I knew, and Tempest just says fuck this, I'm following with Winger. Here you go. Danny P down 2 places, and another retirement. Oh dear, what the, how have you binned it there? That's called shallow turning, quite frankly. And that's 3 cars gone. Josh Russell retires from the race. Dios mio. Tempest and Clem. This is going to be a yellow flag 60. There it is. Just a car shattered there, basically. Will RDC with another 3-second penalty. Williams currently actually having a good Williams performance here. 2nd and 7th. Will in the Mercedes. I was about to say Will in the Williams here, but that's because he had Will in his name. I thought, fuck it. So Mercedes having a good performance. Both cars will probably need to stop again before the end of the show. I'm also going to keep tabs in, because I believe someone left the lobby. We're going to have to wait for the checkered flag to be crossed by the leaders to go nicely here. So we're out of it. Also have to rely on the mini-map here. Demon, is he... What's happening to Demon? He's well down. I thought he might have had a spin or something. I may have missed that. I've not actually caught eyes and caught tabs on what's happened. And Hambo and Jimmy Jabs. Hambo and Jimmy Jabs has got Hambo into the corner. Lovely move there by Jimmy Jabs. One place away from the points now. P11. We're starting to get some intervals back here. As you see the McLaren of Gazelle with Slim, Haribo, Clem, Tempest, Dampenels. They are rounding out your top 10, of course, followed by Will and Revan to complete the scene. Then we've got Jimmy Jabs just all over the back, and I think he's going to have DRS here as well. I've turned off the fucking goddamn DRS thing. I don't know what piss I've done that for. Dampenels all over that. I thought Tempest would get away from Danny P, but he hasn't. But Clem has pulled away from him, and Dan's got brought right back onto the rear, and Dampenels on overtake. Is his car stuck in overtake here? Dan's car is stuck on overtake. Dan, if you're watching, if you're listening, please, mate, could you put your car, press the overtake button, please, mate? There is one way to sort it, but you have to leave the lobby and come back. As annoying as that can be. I'm not sure, Chase, if you can let Dan know his car, that's the only way you can solve the overtake button issue. As shit as it is, but obviously if Dan decides he's going to fall right down the order. And no wonder he's struggling. Dan's flatlining his battery because he has no fucking choice. Deary me, this game is just full of fucking piss, basically. Oh, hold on. So Gazelle roadkill, P4. Slim Haribo in 5th position. We've got just behind Clem. Clem's joined this battle now. Clem looking to really capitalise on the cars in front. Mark, of course, pitting at about 1 to 2 laps. Will fall down just behind Wraith there, just in front of Demon Dark. So the advantage in the constructors has been brought down to 0 right now because Mark is going to be catching. Oh, there you go. That's the soft strategy tyre. That's the soft pit window. Oh, does it work that way? Does it? Ah, right. Okay. I don't know if Dan knows that. Then it will work with a pause. Dan, if you pause your game and turn your assists on/off. And then put it back to what it was, she'll get your car back because he's stuck in overtake. Oh, Wraith is retired. Wraith, that's a quit from the pits. Guys, I'm not sure if you want to make a note of that. I don't know what you do about that in PRF1. He's retired in the pit lane. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that. Just for your reference, Wraith out now. And that means Pajala's up to 14th place. Unbelievable scenes here in PRF1. As we are watching now, Slim and Clem battling it out. Hand over fist. Mark needs probably to pit this lap, you'd imagine. Yeah, Danny P with the penalty there. Not sure if Dan can hear us. Probably advised to turn the shoot briefly. Dan, go to pause the game, mate, and go to your assists. Turn your ERS assist on and off. It should solve the problem. If it doesn't, you'll have to leave lobby to get it sorted. Or just persevere, because look, he's losing. An average of about 15 miles an hour per lap, and that's, oh, Revan, oh, dearie me, yep, see you later, says Will DC. Yeah, that's not going to get the job done there. Revan briefly was in the 9th place. Will says, I'll be having that, thank you very much, give me my bag of chips, you bastard. That is me, back up to P9. Right, so, Revan has done nothing for his tyres there, and the front two have still not pitted. Clem, who's ahead of Haribo, by the way, he's moved up into P5. As Clem now chases down Gazelle roadkill. Now I have spotted that Dan does have open, like I said, if you guys can contact Dan in any way to let him know, obviously it's ruining his race here, guys. Oh, look at this, and just behind, Tempest is caught back at Haribo as well. Dan was with them, but then his overtake clad car decided to shit all over him. As we see, top two are in a bit of a battle here as well. Mark being pressured all the way by Frozen Whites. Now, I believe Clem will be going to the end. His tyres are going to be murdered at the end of the Grand Prix. Oh, and Slim and Tempest near the background. Sorry, I missed that. Good move there by Tempest. Very aggressive, very keen, and moves up into P6. Very nice. As we are watching Clem chased down by what appears to be his race-long rival here, Tempest. These guys are pretty much locked together for the majority of the Grand Prix since the pit stops. Clem's ERS is currently being, well, it's non-existent, quite frankly. Hambo and Jimmy Jams both getting sympathy penalties. Whoa, Gazelle roadkill. That was very, very late into the break zone. Clem, for the second time today, right on the outside, Trailer Park curling it, and moves himself up into P4 is that now, Clem? Borderline podium. Good stuff by Clem. 19 views, guys. Thank you for watching. We're coming to the meat and drink of the race now. Revan and Jimmy Jabs gets Revan. I believe that Hambo's going to have a little look here as well, and does. Revan's fallen out of the points. Oh my god, Hambo's just done a Revan. Oh, contact there by the two cars. Oh, he's caused them damage. Nobody's fault, that guy. Just so unfortunate. The way that the track is set out, it literally has been set out by Mongos, quite frankly, in my opinion. It's like inviting people to hit each other. As Danny leads the race at the moment. Danny's going strong. The only 4 drivers not to pit now. That is... Oh, look at Gazelle all over Clem. Clem, whenever he overtakes someone, doesn't get away, if you notice, but he takes a bit of time. He almost like celebrates the victory as a beer, as a fucking 1 second hangover, and then gets back going again. Seems to be the bleeding optimal thing. Gazelle with the penalty. These penalties are fucking bullshit, quite frankly. Danny P has still not managed to kind of heed our warnings, guys, about the overtake situation. He seems to be keeping pace with the guys up front, though. He's severely hampered. Now, just watching here, Dartmark is just in front of Demon, who is on a very, very old, well, not very old, but compared to Mark, exceptionally worn medium tyres. Frozen Whites, you imagine, will be catching back up Dartmark. Then let's watch him come through. Here we go then, Dartmark on the back of Revan. Mark is out of the points at the moment. Revan has every right to defend this position. Revan does have wing damage. He knows the score. Mark goes through. Champion elect into P10. Now scoring points. Hambo and Jimmy Jabs. It seems like a race-on battle also between those guys. We've got anyone in the pits? Nobody in this lap, so we are going to wait a few more laps for the start race-clad medium tyre. And Revan is coming into the pits to sort his damage out. Medium tyres, maybe even soft tyres if you've got some balls in there you can take them to the end. Definitely go Danny leads from Clem. Then it's Gazelle, Tempest, Haribo, Danny P, Will RDC, Frozen and oh, look at that battle in there! Tempest, Frozen White getting that Demon. I got so many new names here, guys. I'm literally sounding like a porky pig on a fucking barbecue speaking at the moment. Honest to God. Massey, we've already had Clem for that, by the way. Saying that we've not allowed to mention Flem on the chat, and then me mentioning it 47 times in 2 sentences. Unbelievable scenes. Hope your stream was good, Massey. I saw you had a fair few views, mate, as well. Fair play to you. Right, and so we've got Tempest then. Currently running in P4, the closest battle in the top 6. Or in the top 10, sorry. Well, that's right, in the top 6. But here we go then. We've got ourselves a huge battle then. Just over half distance now in the PRF1 Season 3, Round 17, Sochi. Like I said, guys, this is not my permanent gig. Plus, it is Grez's gig, guys, this is. Grez got called away at work. I'm happy to do a cover streaming for anybody that needs me. I might make that a permanent bleeding fixture, to be fair. Anybody who needs a streamer, drop me a message, let me know. You know, I'm here to help, basically. So that is me. Right then, so we've got Jimmy Jabs, Hambo then, the 2 cars battle, but now they've got a charging champion, Dartmark, hauling in from behind. Here we go then. And Slim Haribo does actually pit then. He comes into the pits on lap 14. Going to be a long stint for him here. Going for a 12-lapper on the softs. Mark, of course, getting purple middle sector, but he's just got last sector got wiped out by Frozen White, who was keeping Mark very, very honest in this race. 2 seconds gap between them at the moment. Mark does have to traverse all of these cars up front. I believe not one of them is going to be pitting again, barring a safety car as well, so you have to be very, very careful. Jarlett's still going around the back. Fair play, buddy. Never quit, guys. You never quit races. That's something I've quit myself a few times. Oh, look at this Tempest from Gazelle. Tempest and Gazelle. This is a really, really risky place to overtake, and that's a move. That is a fucking move. That is Tempest onto the provisional podium places. Good stuff by Tempest. Balls to the wall and gets a 3-second penalty to celebrate. Fuck it. Why not? Dartmark needs to be very, very, very eye-openingly cautious coming through the field here. Just a shade under 12 laps to go in this Grand Prix. 11 running across the line to pay dirt this time round when Danny across the line. I think Danny does have to pit though. So Clem is in a comfortable position here, but he may have to pit again. Dartmark having a little look at Hambo. Doesn't get the job done here so far. Oh crap, that's the wrong person. Look at that camera angle, looking from behind the Red Bull there briefly as you go back to the broadcast cam. And Danny pits in, which relinquishes Clem up front. Will Clem pit again? That's the big question. Currently, he's only 11 seconds ahead of Dark Mark, so we could see roles reversed immediately here. Mark is all over Hambo. He's already going for the move up the inside. Mark, of course, due to all the pitters, has moved himself up to P5 here. Slots in just behind Hambo. Hambo was hoping that he got a bit too close behind Jimmy Jazz, but he didn't at all. And Mark moves to the P5. Let's go board with Jimmy. Have a look from behind. Dark Trace there on the back of the McLaren, looking at Dark Mark. Somewhat of a dark feeling to this battle here at the moment, isn't there? We roll on. The leader Clem is being pursued by Tempest. Lampanel's in his wounded car. He's currently running like he's been over the entire race. And she's fucking stupid, isn't it? And here we go, Mark. All over it, like pushing Jimmy Jabs around the circuit. No, as Greza, appreciate me doing this. Not a problem, bro. I'm just here to help you guys out. I mean, great, of course, in the chat as well. Former PRF1 Division 2 driver. His first ever league win, I believe, was in this division. So this PRF1 is becoming a host of really good racing memories, and Jimmy Jabs here concedes P3. I believe Frozen White now is his turn to attack Hambo. The hard tyre is really not the tyre to be on right now in terms of race pace, but they have got track position, which is pretty good. The Mercedes boys just well outside the points at the moment. If you look at timing, well outside the middle points, as we have Master Evan currently down in 13th, and Danny P pits, as does Tempest. So then, here we go, which moves Dark Mark into P2. Let's watch this battle unfold. These two had shots fired in the chat earlier. Really, well, they get along fucking greatly. Outside, and look at that move by Frozen White. That's balls to the wall. That is P4. Awesome racing. And there's Ozers. How you doing, buddy? Ozers, thank you for watching, man. Thank you for following back, by the way. We dropped Ozers, guys, if you haven't checked out Ozers. Up and coming streamer, man. Does a little bit of racing, does a little bit of other bits and bobs in the chat as well, guys. Make sure you slap that motherfucker a follow. Everyone in the chat, follow on Ozers. Let's see if we can get a few follows here, guys, tonight. Just spread the love in the community. Or just jump in a hot tub and you get about 1,000 views. So, you know, fake pair of tits or whatever. Moving on. Not better. Demon and Danny, the two guys who are battling for P2 of the championship, in a lowly 6th and 7th at the moment. Danny, it looks like... what's the polite word for it? It's going to be fucking easy for him, really, on the tyre comparison. But it never works out that way in F1, because you've got to get past the driver who's controlling the car. Oh, he's done it. Oh, well, let's just... moving on. You're welcome. I appreciate you raiding me a couple of times. Yeah, man, no worries, bro. Like I said, it's all about spreading the love in the community. It's how I got to where I am today, man. Well, do you know what? It's pretty much a pro league now, PRF1, yeah? It's a performance racing F1, I believe it is, if you guys can quote in the chat. Yeah, this is official league now, right? PRF1. Danny with the fastest lap on the 34.1. Don't count out Danny before the end of the Grand Prix, making a bit of an impact. He's going to be absolutely hauling these motherfuckers in up front. And of course, those is for a professional race, you're going to get a professional commentator. Unfortunately, the professional was unavailable, so they fucking got me. So you guys have to live with that. But anyway, Frozen White's not getting through the order as quick as Dark Mark did. He's still stuck behind Jimmy Jabs, who is a very, very competent racer, judging by what I've seen today. He knows what he's doing behind the wheel of a car. At least on eSIM racing, he may not be able to drive to save his life in real life, but you never know. We've got Frozen White hauling in now. Jimmy Jabs, just a shade under 9 laps to go for the race leaders. Yeah, O's the league is PRF1, mate. This is the 3rd season that they're on now, hence the title. And I used to be a former racer myself, mate. Stopped racing a few weeks ago. I found that I was becoming a hindrance to myself, to others, and I lost the passion for the racing side of it. But you'll know, I'll never lose passion for the street. Now, Jimmy Jabs does have... how has he got DRS? A bit of contact there between the two. Jimmy Jabs getting his old shoulders out there, getting the elbows out, and Danny's on a piss. We've got a 4-car train. I thought that was going to be an easy peasy manoeuvre there, but it wasn't. in the slightest there. 8.7 the gap with just the shade, and then now with 8 to go as we cross the line here at Sochi. Danny's having a look at the inside of Hambo, and that's goodness me, car's nearly locked there. Sorry, I skipped off at the wrong time. Not the best move there by... Well, actually, no, it was a very good move. Just cars locked. Forgive me, guys. It's just not the best move with anybody. I'd be lying. Tempest there, 1:34.0. And look at the straight line speed. No, that's... Oh, no, Frozen White, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, he's ruined his own race here. Frozen White, all he had to do was wait. He had a great run. He thought the gap was there. Jimmy Jabs did nothing wrong there, guys. He doesn't need to move out the way. Oh, dear me. It is Dark Mark, it is. Ozers, and he has won the championship, bro, with 6 to go. He's had a fantastically dominant season. 9 wins for Dark Mark. Surefire driver to move up to Division 1, you'd imagine. We've got a clip there. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, fuck off, Nightbot. By the way, Ozers, if you want to check out the tables, race reports, mate, click on that link. Click follow on the group. The guys will give you the introduction if you need to. That's Grezza, of course, is one of the... I'm not sure if Grezza's an admin. I think he's pretty much... He works together with the admins, I believe. Danny on the inside here. Danny ends on the podium. The Mercedes have just kind of tailed off a lot here. And Van Penels has still got his overtake stuck on. I believe you were doing the Ferrari career mode, weren't you, bro, last time I raided? You know, and guys, Dan Penels has this overtake stuck on. It's killing him here, to be fair. He does need to just pause the game and change his assist, but of course it doesn't always work. Dark Mark, 7 seconds behind, 7 laps to go. He has literally a 1 second gap to chase down. I've been in this position on my career mode before. Where, oh, here we go, Frozen White's Demon, sorry, is on the back of Frozen White. Clem, if he comes into the pits, Clem, though, he'll be battling with the Williams. I believe Frozen White's let his teammate go here. Oh, Tempest, oh, maybe not. Oh my god, Williams, no team orders here. Side by side as we go around the long left hand. Oh, don't collide for fuck's sake. Franks, oh, they're going to collide. Oh, God, great racing here by the teammates. No team orders. Yeah, man, I remember I watched your stream for about 15 minutes, but it was quite entertaining. Good driver as well. Must be said. Demon, oh, look at that. Hambo made a bit of a bad run out of the previous corner. Switch back, yo, oh, Revan. Gonna go back a bit. Hambo was side by side with Danny, and Danny moves it. Demon, sorry, moves into P5. Yellow flag 6 to 1. Revan's not had a very fun race. Just keep going, bro. You may as well. Well, do you know they do race like that sometimes, just not often enough. I think most people in F1 have kind of adopted the chicken racer standard of racing, basically. Ooh, pardon me, guys, forgive me. Pajala's been on them tyres for 12 laps, but he's going to have to come into the pits soon, you'd imagine. So Clem and Mark is doing what he needs to do. 1.5 seconds gain, sorry, on that lap alone. Danny is keeping pace with those guys too. Could be definitely be a 3-horse race come the end. Just fucking swiped me, little bastard. Then we've got Demon clear, and imagine that everybody from Frozen White down, you'd say, are pretty much in their positions right now. Although Mercedes are actually having a battle. Speaking of that, I'm going to go flick to that very short. I just literally scratching my leg, guys. Forgive me. There we go. Let's go watch the mix. Have a little bit of a battle. Last time I saw a Mercedes battle side by side was, well, the second to last time was basically. Well, the most famous one, should we say, was Hamilton Rosberg having a crash, in which both guys were as equal fault as each other because nobody hates me, the driver. Just saying. Did Redenzo crashed on the first corner. It was rather spectacular, quite frankly. We had about 35 seconds of penalties given out before the safety car came out at turn 2, which was rather remarkable. Well, it is chasing down his teammate, that's Revan in the pits. And as I say here, if Pajala doesn't come into the pits, he's going to actually be overtaking Revan, you'd imagine. No current battles on the track at the moment, guys. Just kind of going to go on board with... Oh, yeah, look at that. Pajala's up to 13th. Good stuff, man. Well, what you would imagine the first in that little shitty kick that Revan just gone round. I don't believe turn 1's a turn. It's more of a... Well, take it is, because you don't take it straight, do you? If you take it straight, you'll end up being in the same position as Ghost, and driving headfirst into the wall, which didn't end up too good for him. So we are on 14 drivers, ladies and gentlemen, out of the 18 that started. 5 laps to go. Dark Mark is hauling in Clem here. He did only put a second on that time, or 1.1, but it is more than enough. Mark doing everything he needs to. Clem pretty much has no fights left on these tyres. On it, his 18th lap on them. Danny in P3 as well. He spoke to Danny on Sunday, amazingly. I think it was Sunday or a week Sunday. Sunday drive, of course. That is the next stream I'll be back for, guys. Sunday night I do have my COVID vaccine, so I don't believe that I'll be in a position to do much tomorrow. But if I am, I'll be there for you. God, sorry guys, a bit of a cough there. Oh, Dima with a penalty. I'm not looking at penalties. Dima's on P5. Great comeback drive for Dima, but his tyres are going to be absolutely kissing the floor, praying that it doesn't explode, quite frankly. Mercedes battling here again. These guys are both brothers. It is really unlucky, Otis, quite frankly. It wasn't nice for him at all. Pajala probably needs to pit in here. I mean, his tyres are probably older than... well, old. I'm going to think of an analogy for that then, to be fair. Mark is really hauling Clem. I think Clem's been a mistake here to stay out. He's not going to win the race from this, I don't think. Barring a safety car, but they are not programmed to come out after this lap. After 24. VSCs can come out up until the end of lap 25. The game programming doesn't unfortunately allow him to come out after that. Dan Pennell's doing a great job being stuck in overtake. I don't know if he's going to have enough to actually get himself points here based on penalties, but we'll have to wait and see. Lots of penalties handed out the top two with no penalties here. Danny with a couple. We're not looking at the fastest lap of the race, of course, guys. Tempest, 1:34.048. Danny's 1:34.111. As we are actually focusing here, sorry, on battle between Tempest all over the back of Hambo here. Hambo, of course, pole sitter in this Grand Prix. Tempest is going to have to go on the inside, a very dodgy, sketchy place to go past, but why not do it? But look at this, Hambo's going to fight it, but he's not going to hope. Tempest runs wide, but does clear the position. He was well up there. Well done, Tempest, good stuff at driving himself up into P6. Lots of penalties for all the field. Frozen White's going to move up a few places too. Rapid Bajala gets overtaken there by Revan in the back of the field battle. Revan will be very, very, very disappointed in this Grand Prix. Not ideal. I believe that Wraith retired in the pits. I think everybody else, I'm not sure if Josh Rage quit, I don't 100% know. I didn't catch it on screen. So I can only speculate, and speculating may put him in a bad light, so I'm not going to do that. I mean, kind of rude and horrible of me to do it, to be fair. But he could have fucking rage quit, I don't fucking know. 1.5 seconds, 3 laps to go. It's looking inevitable. Clem is probably thinking, Mark, fuck off. His swear words have got gradually more aggressive as the corners tick by, you'd imagine. But Clem, Mark has still got track position. Just rushes a really easy place to get past. As we found out already, this race is a really easy place to not get past and have issues. But Dan Pennell seems to be managing okay in P10. Nice comeback drive for him there. Probably one of the drivers of the day based on the positions game. 19 views, guys. Thank you for watching. If you haven't followed, be sure to do so. If you have got a Twitch Prime sub, feel free to throw it my way. It's not obligatory, but it'll really fucking go some into helping me improve my equipment, improve my streaming, and save up for that elusive PC. Any money I make from Twitch goes into a savings account. It doesn't get touched. Right. So look here. We've got Dark Mark on 10 lap old mediums. Mediums could go off, but Clem's tyres are by far and away much fucking worse than Dark Mark. So this is just a case of Mark clawing the gap in 10th by 10th, 100th by 100th, and then overtaking probably on lap 26, you'd imagine. Or will we see carnage? Final first, that's Tempest with another penalty there. Demon's on the back of Jimmy Jabs. Demon's tyres must be completely fucked as well, quite frankly. In fact, all of those guys' tyres must be completely, absolutely porn-shagged, basically. And Clem has actually put a bit of time on Dark Mark here. Yellow flag, who's that? It was the Mercedes. Will has dropped it. Well, I'm not sure if he had a collision with his teammate there. I'm not on board with him. Look at this view from Clem. But Will, and there's any chance whatsoever of him scoring points here. He's going to have to rely on Haribo having little or no penalties. And we've got a very, very chess match laid out style race here. interesting. If Pajala did pit, he has pitted for his next set of soft tyres, not wanting to kind of blow up or cause grief for anybody behind. I believe he's going to be moving out of the way of Danny P as well. Back markers do go, but it is always nice to show a bit of etiquette and move out of the way, which he does very nicely. And Revan with a penalty 2. And well, Revan, it doesn't matter if you've got penalties, about 7.5 anniversaries behind any car, really. Dark Marcus in the DRS, but we've only got a lap and a half to go. Clem is hanging on like an absolute pro here, and they have even ERS, so we are going to go barring tyre wear. Look at Tempest here in the background as well. I'm going to focus here solely on the front runners, but look at Tempest just behind. Danny's done a great job to pull himself back into the podium fight, by the way. Yeah, you know Osis, man. You got to show that red love. I've got no favourite F1 team. I just like the underdog, which inevitably means I don't like Lewis Hamilton. But as a person, he's kind of deteriorated as a person, in my opinion, Hamilton. But then he has moments of greatness. I wouldn't say in a person he's a great person, but and who is? Everybody has character flaws, so it is what it is. Dark Mark chasing down Clem. He's gonna have to get him here. Will Mark hit double-figure victories on the season, or will Clem break the streak? Tempest has got a Demon. That's him. Oh, Demon! Is he gonna get? No, he's not gonna fight back here. I don't think. Tempest moves up, and Mark is gonna have to rely on a move in a tricky part of the track that he couldn't get him. Saving his ERS, but then Clem didn't. Clem has low fuel. Mark doesn't. This is going to go down to see if Clem can hold his nerve. He's been on them medium tyres. This is his 22nd lap on them. What an unbelievable Grand Prix this has been. And what a finale we have here. The top 2 in the table, followed by 3rd in the table, funnily enough. Awesome sauce here. I'm buzzing that these guys have allowed me to stream this tonight, because this is an absolutely epic finish. Clem, can he hold on? Can he hold? Does he have anything left? Dark Mark has ERS, DRS. Clem does have a bit of ERS. This is it. Mark, is he going to break Clem's heart here? Clem is defending for his life, but he can't do anything about it. He's going to try and hang it, try for the switchback. Mark breaks Clem's heart, but sends the Ferrari fans, the Tifosi, into disarray. Dark Mark waited until the end. The last lap, the last DRS straight with 6 corners to go to get the job done. But Dark Mark breaks Clem's hearts and proves why he's the PRF1 Division 2 champion. Mark takes the win. Clem 2nd, Danny 3rd. And we've got a bit of a battle behind between Tempest and Jimmy Jabs. And Jimmy Jabs P4. Demon moves up to 5th. Frozen White flies up to 5th as well. Gazelle into 6th. Hambo in 9th. Dan Penels moves up to 7th position. Will Slim move up into the points? He does, he's 9th. Will's a bit too far back, but Mercedes gets some points. Clem fought amazingly well. Just ran out of time. Will doesn't get any points. Hambo actually moves out of the points, amazingly. Revan and Pajala, of course, finishes P14. Shout out to Pajala for staying tuned. Was seemingly quite far up the order, pushing points, but then of course had that incident, stuck it out, drove around at the back, and chilled there. Tempest, yeah, but to say Tempest fell from literally 5th to 10th. It's what I said at the start, bro. It's literally about managing to survive the track limits. Revan there, I believe the fastest lap does go to Danny, from right. No, it's to Revan, of course. Revan gets fast up, so it stops Danny getting the extra point, and Revan finishes P13. Not what you wanted there, Tempest says, Oza says in the chat, but very, very good stuff, guys. That was a really, really fun race. Stan Penel's drive of the day based on his stuff. I'll give him that. Especially with what he had to fucking go through in the race. Stan could have been much higher there, by the way. But of course, game bollocks strikes and rears its ugly head again, as we will be moving on to the podium interviews now. Mark proving why he is PRF1 Division 2 champion of Season 3. As he's in P1, Clem P2, we're going to invite these guys in the party. And Danny, of course, is into P3. Then we've got Jimmy Jabs in 4th position, and we've got Frozen White moving up a lot of positions, up to P5. Gazelle in 6th. Danny P was at 7 with lack of penalties. Not no penalties, but lack of them. Then we've got Demon in 8th. Slim Haribo barely ran in the points all race, finds herself at the points at the end based on penalties in 9th. Tempest, one of the big heavy hitters, dropping down in P... 10, 18 seconds of penalties. Hambo says, hold my beer, son, and knocks himself out the fucking points for penalties. He's in 11th. That may change. I'm not sure about 5 seconds. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. Obviously, if it's been clipped, I guess the guys deal with that. I don't know. Will RDC in P12. Then Revan and Bajala doing great jobs just to hang fire. Wraith driving into the pits, retiring. He retired. Josh Russell decided to eat Russian wall. 16th, aka retired. Redenzo, I'm going to say Ghost, sorry, first, exploded on the start-finish straight in a rather amazing incident. And Redenzo, well, he probably wishes he had not put as much sugar on his bleeding Weetabix right now, because quite frankly, he's still awake and he'd be asleep if he didn't have the sugar rush. Anyway, that was completely random. Right then, if you guys can please include your audio and we'll get this quick interview done nice and early. Darmark, up and down and up and down and up and down, and 10th win of the season, mate. Talk us through your race. Haha.
Hambo.
Oh, Mark, have you got your audio included, bro? Wait a minute. We said it says no audio from Grezza.
There wouldn't be. Grezza's not in the party.
No, I mean he's no audio on the stream apparently.
No.
Speak again, Mark, really quick, bro. Beg my pardon. No, they can't hear you. Oh. Basically said Mark said he's won 10 races, better than all of you in speed up. He didn't really, guys. He didn't, guys. He was. I'll just. Just to show the guys who are watching the stream, you can see Mark's voice moving. We're not just pretending he's here, by the way. He is here, by the way. But no, great win there, Mark. Basically, he was just saying his game was to push and push and push. I feel like one of them fucking sign languages on BBC at 6 o'clock in the morning. I have to translate what you just said to everybody. But no, well done, mate. Well deserved champion as well. 5 races left, mate, but your goal is not completed because you've got the constructors to defend. And as we found out today, you pretty much scored the same amount of points as these guys. So we are pretty much on as even. As up front, Mark, congratulations. Second championship pretty much in a few months in different leagues. So well done, mate. And we will be seeing you around, I believe, on Greg's channel for Japan. Good stuff. Right then. Second place, Clem. Heartbreaking. You did everything you had to do. Everything. And then he got you on the last lap. Talk us through the race, bro.
I was split decision to go to hards and mediums. I thought, fuck it, there'll be another safety car. Let's go to mediums. And then there wasn't, and I was just not touching the curbs whatsoever. I protected them like hell. And then when I saw Matt was pushing, I was like, okay, I need to push now. And then that's when the tyre wear came in, and I gave it everything. Absolutely gave it everything. I was like, if I need to hurry up, just put your foot down, mate. Come on, do something. Please,
yeah, I did that. I got penalties.
Just please catch him. And 22 laps on the mediums. That was tough. That was tough.
It was an epic stint. Don't get me wrong, but obviously in the end,
Oh,
well, it's got you up the order because remember you weren't actually. Well, yeah, you were. Well, you fell down the order quite well. You overtook cars, stunning overtakes by the way. Both caught two blinders around the outside of cars. Amazing stuff. Good stuff by the guys, giving you guys lots of room as well. A couple of dodgy incidents which you guys will see later if you watch, but some really good racing. And Clem, of course, can't win the championship, but you do consolidate second place slightly, as we're talking to third position in a couple of seconds. But obviously 5 rounds to go, mate. Do you think with the tracks come up you'll be able to maintain this push, not only get second in the drivers, but possibly wrestle the constructors away from Ferrari?
me and Fuse are both very confident at the last 2 tracks. USA I'd favour, but Japan we both hate, so I'm expecting both of us to cry and die and do a just gank it. Just go on. We are.
Deary me.
No,
please don't.
It's like you'll see from TSD where my wheel just fell off. That's gonna happen again.
No comment.
It is, but
just leave it.
It's gonna be tough because I know Guma's gonna come back and he always just gets consistent points, which is what Mark needs right now.
Yep, Mark's doing all the heavy work. Guma's kind of doing the grind work in the background, but you know what? Hell of an effort so far. I've watched the races from afar this season. Other than the fact that a few of the guys I didn't have a clue who they were, and I kept calling Jimmy Jabs pajama, but pajamas as well. I couldn't help it. I couldn't do it. I just wanted to say Jim Jams. It looks amazing. Well done, mate. And a very good race, Clem.
Yeah, cheers.
And on to third position, Danny. I spoke to you about just a shade over a week ago in Sunday Drive. First time I spoke to you here, mate. Well done.
Yeah.
Bit of an unusual race for you, Danny. Talk us through it.
Yeah, obviously the first it was fairly quiet, just going around doing my own thing, and then when I pit for the start, it got a bit more exciting. I had to make a few overtakes and stuff. But then, like Clem said, then he was saying catch up quick, so I was trying to go a bit too quick and just racking up the penalties. So then towards the end, I had to back off a bit because I found I ended up losing third here. But yeah, that's about it really.
Do you think the choice, obviously, I would say the qualifying really hindered you as well, but do you think the choice of tyres that you made was correct, so to speak? Were you tempted to start on the softs?
No, I think it would have been right, because I eased off towards the end because I was racking up penalties, and if I was less of a penalty magnet, it would have been a good choice and I could have possibly caught him at the end, but...
Well, Hambo has actually just turned around and psychically messaged me and said, hold my beer with my 23 seconds, but, you know, we'll leave that one there. But Tempest tried his best, but only got 18, bless him. But anyway, guys, really good stuff. Danny, 15 points, mate, keeps up the chase for second. Obviously, Demon was up there as well, so very competitive. It's going to be towards the end of the season. Well done, guys. Yeah. Right. A few dodgy moments in the race early on, guys. Of course, you'll be able to see it from the stream. I'm assuming you guys you'll have a lot of clips, mate. There was about 7 5-second penalties given out before turn 2, which was somewhat surreal. But yeah, really good racing by the guys. In the end, turned into an absolute barnstorming finish as we saw Clem and I forgot who it was then. Clem and Dartmark. So much just happened. Clem and Dartmark have an unbelievable battle right to the death. That's going to be the clickbait of the thumbnail of the stream, by the way. Alright, so congratulations to those that finished, commiserations to those that didn't. Ishman Pos, we're going to go and raid
Just before you go,
whoa. Holy moly.
Shout out to Pos for doing this, mate. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant, as again, honestly.
Yeah. Some other people don't want to give me a shout out for doing it, but fuck it. I don't give a crap. We'll leave that there. Yeah, it's my post. Like I said, always willing to help anyone who needs. Like I said, any of the leagues need streaming, just message me and I'll see if I can do it for you. Other than Sunday, because that's fucking Sunday driving. That's the next time you'll be seeing the Posman back across 8:30 round at Singapore. Every time I stream a Singapore race, people drive like crackheads. I can't wait to do it. Right, as I was going to say, guys, we're going to be raiding a guy called Blazing Doctor. I want everybody in the chat still to click on join raid now. Listen to this guy when he gets a fucking follow on a raid. It is something of fucking beauty. I think a couple of guys have already followed him out of the guys in here. It is amazing. You just got to listen, guys. We've got 4 people involved, but guys, thank you so much for watching. Pleasure's mine, Clem. Thank you for offering, man. Thank you so much for asking me, allowing me to do it. It's been fun. I just think I could have been getting really bored out my tits by now. Right, take it easy guys, all the best, over to Blazing Doctor now. You mind pause? Oh, bye for now.